wa boye ho ban ama bosumi yin soso ekwa wiye e de aba beto yen ohini David kan bibisa medaya na medaso wufo na me sorry na awrade abasa kese no ne kura mi mu abredi branyina yeni nipa bebre na kompa so koda yeni nipa bebre na ko yeketa so koda yeni nipa bebre na tena yakunwa mu si yeda enso so ye be sorry no na se biebi no monti ase ye be sorry no obi mpo sorry mpa no ntimi sorry enna no pemi pesimi busa ase wo ha woni sen anopempesi mbusa so amane ne sen Bible sa de nyina mu yemfa seda me awrade bibia mu no de awrade ase enti me pa wo chew ena no pe waka me ho na wahu enne da foforo dia ka se awrade me da wase ka se aye bia fo me da wase udi ni dia wonne wo ye nyame bia wo pagya wo mu a obi ntime ntwe wo ntana se awrade wo hyira no wo hyira wo ye nyame bia ye friend approval sa ojitu musa wo ye nkunimudiefo ojitu musa wo office fo mfa won krata ma wa obi entimi refuse entine mmera no na so ana aso ena no peme pacho akoma to yem na ji wakunya ne tenase na wo ne mentenase na wo ka me ho so so a me pacho share video no like mo a wo hwe me e wo Facebook YouTube me a choma like it na mo share wo hwe me so so e wo TikTok so so a me pacho tap so ne like it na e share wo share ma mo share TikTok me pacho obi antro good life obi antro good life obi antro good life me ma ne nyansa e na ade me number akoma obi e ma ne nyansa ye ba ye ne me mute me ho ana me kasa wo se ma bana na me connect lawyer e de ne kan ho se mi kunu me kwa akoye my application why ne ka kire wo lawyer be ne ka kire wo se wo ni wo kunu te wa ware yi uni na wo kunu no wunhu no wo kunu no wanti kuromi ha wo kunu no wate ase wunhu no onti kuromi ha na wo lawyer ka kire wo se wo na wo ye you family member no se wo ye adwuma nko ade a na wo kunu no wunhu no without ukunu no supportive letter ye de won krata be ma why na ka kire wo enya no kreda rather no won krata na ebetwam because mo be hu ne se we use deception and adeje won krata o mo be hu ne se wa ware na ye fake o mo be hu ne se wa ware na nya papa na momo no o mo betimi agina bibi so I extend ama another 5 years instead of 5 years pe na abeko no ye do beko 10 year route so e bia wukunu no na dwuma na wo ye no gap eba bedemu oje adwuma eye you family member no oje adwuma and as a document what we provide no is not enough. What I say it's not enough. Mr. wo ware you need na wonti kuromi ha e mane nkonkotena ni kuromu ho forever ka kire ne se omra ometwa holidays ometwa U10 ansa no akọ enye sa abra won krata na ekura wo no ebesen won krata na ekura wo no ebesen me pa wo chew enye sa sister won krata na ekura no ebesen obi wa wo ka kire na wo so dai Abner Skimpay wonye lawyer Abner Skimpay I am more than a lawyer. I am more than solicitor because Abner de minim no sabi lawyer bi wo wa wonim application a lawyer bi be ya ma ono me Abner wo ka kire me kura mitimi hu se application we ni kwa so oje enso so no wo ka kire so mitie Abner Skimpay mitie sister bi mitie bra bi mitie lawyer ne say e wo se wo ba obeka cho so ja nipa no wonim de wo ka kire ne se me Abner Skimpay se wo boa ka kire ne se Abner Skimpay se oboa onkrata no sister ebese enti so ware yi uni na yi uni na ankasa no wakotena yi 5 years enkrata ne ha enkrata nya adwuma ye need trace of ni EU national na so abetene promi ha na sister onkrata ne kura wo no eye shakable bra onkrata ne kura wo no is shakable me ba cho what I say onkrata ni nyina is shakable enti mesra wo hwe me na wo ware yi uni na wo 5 years ne ba beso a ka kire ne se bra ka kire ne se sister bra wo mra meche system ni mu U10 na so be kwa wakọ ohunso ya wonye nkrata ama obi wonye wadwen se wo ba betene kuromi ya wonye nkrata ama obi enye sa wo nkrata ne be se wo be bragu wo be su obi be ka kire wo se domestic abuse wo be ye yi uni use domestic abuse no ebi wo be fa bi wo a emfa domestic abuse say ebi wo mo free interview randomly ebi wo mo free interview enti be free we interview no na wo kunu no wunhu no wo yire no wunhu no questions o mo bebusa no o mo behu se wo ye deceive wo mo and I would je won krata wan hwe ya na won krata no asai esai a wo no yi uni no waje ne kuntum kuni wokọ obeyeden asai wa wuni ba wa wuni kunu wa wuni ba wuni stepchild and we gina ne so de agent krata into krata na say me pacho mo nhye na mo frɛ mo fa lawyer mra afei na wo de wafitie na to wase ya ene eye mascot solicitors ene no mo betwetwe nkomo every Wednesday bia ye ne mascot etna say lawyer Frank Ebeka say with God all things are possible. What I say lawyer Dorothy me pacho lawyer Pauline me pacho puli wo camera no fabra wo so kakra. Aha, that's good. One effect. Aha. Me say lawyer Frank Ebeka say with God lawyer no comment. Ubusana was say me dear. Me motto here with God all things are possible. Actions speak louder than words. Aha. Entienne ye no mo na etnas here with God for all things are possible. Me pacho wo mo mascot and adwuma na sen. Adwuma na pro atete. Wo do ka na pim ayam. What I say? E was sank you writing it off no. E was sank you write wo ka ne off no. Omo de ombe catch yourself a ka ne bra. Ombe repair. Adia eye enye repairable no mo de oba omo repair the man. Eti me pacho woni mascot to tenasia. O da no wada. Obi be ka se mascot edie no omo ye. Omo ye immigration law. Immigration, all area of immigration, family law. Omo ye family law. Omo eye naturalization and omo ye registration. O person will naturalize it to become a British. Oba atene kromi has 7 years, 10 years. O person with British book mano. Wouldn't it free you and a buyer? O person with British book in a mano. Accra no registration, omo be ye ediama Accra no. Eh be a what happens with dear Drew, asylum seeker. Say what person with dear Drew. E wo kromi ha. E dear Drew asylum seeker say dear yedemo komonim. Almost 2.5 years be abe renew. Enti say wontimi nhye dem. Na wankasa wunni adru. E wo se hu lawyer. Na wo pese wudi adru a wonne mascot for entena se entwetwe eyen komo. Omo ye asylum enso so. Womo eye employment enso so. Omo sign eye convenience. Obi be ka se no na de wo pese wuto fie. E wo krom ya say ye commercial say ye private. Me pa chawo. Ni nyina no omo ye bi. Ewo ho say the mascot ade a wo monye ne pane o mo ngo pane ba bia wo mo ho wo frɛ wo mo ba bia wo mo beba ba bia ye detain na wo pe obi amana ba beju lawyer ne letter ka amana ba be you free detention wo mo ewo ho sɛ wo pɛ sɛ wo gina wo ba so eje nkrata ana wo ni wo bia wo na enipa ne sɛ me ma mehwa akora no wa nware me enti ma mehwe no me mfa wudi into so family law me pa cho frɛ wo mo mascot also with God all things are possible like Dorothy hey sorry and then na ne was answer no pana make ne was lawyer Pauline me ma good morning eba abundance campaign at TV so me pa cho kire wa kira kwan ene baby a wo hwe me edi free no wo kasa edi free wadwuma na enema mutimi ye ne mo telephone number na ye mbra enne yenkoma ye pese ye die no eso ene.
Okay, you in here for a very good morning to you. Would have another educational session on immigration matters. It's so crucial. Say, Obia or UK at this point in time. Now, when you're British citizen, you need to know what is happening so that you would be able to make sure that at any point in time, it will be BI come out while you're balanced. So, so where you're British citizen, you want to know what is going on so that say be affected one swan. No way to measure how far. Enti your friend lawyer Pauline me juma wo mascot solicitors ye law firm you handle various aspects of the law ye share ejuma for your chrome for nkwa but ye juma ma obia so far as you have a problem and you are looking for advice, you are looking for legal assistance, we are there and able to provide the required support and advice. Ye juma ye includes all aspects of immigration. So person when your visa to buy UK ebia mobile so our downfall and now person share one of the iconic places in the UK to say London Eye and National Natural History Museum, all those lovely places. We are there to assist saving so our back for purposes of ejuma, our religious purposes, we are the latest, hottest musician. Our person will by UK, and you want to come on the purposes of this entertainment. A bit to me, wow, say, based on working with a particular government, it cuts across essentially, in all areas. Apart from immigration, also no family matters. Family matters say so our partner and our year and our kunu or how I dream or tina we need just so you don't have your peace of mind. Essentially you feel controlled and you don't know how to go about things. We can assist with the necessary measures to be able to protect your life, protect your welfare. That is where we are there to ensure that Nkolano, their life and their welfare is also maintained. So aware abia worry edu baby and when who say aware na fede biom and you want to be able to go your separate ways, we can help you to lawfully do that in the UK. So eba so say more assets and more japade ana ebia a council between the two of you and now mumu baako a council. Those are the things we would be able to assist you and your partner and your spouse to be able to clearly identify and ensure that distribution of your assets is done properly. All these cover family matters. Aside that, no conveyancing, and also a very hot cake. What is needed to be able to secure a property or purchase a property or get an interest in a property. There are various dimensions of conveyancing, but the good news is that Mascot Solicitors, we are there for you to be able to assist in every necessary way to ensure that your interest is protected. Say about employment law, say about landlord and tenant, warranty baby, you are having problems here and there. We have specialized lawyers who are there to assist. Say about corporate and commercial matters, litigation matters. Nina, your lawyers are almost Nina. In addition to this, no, so say Banon so say Ebia Wope general advice regarding a situation. Why not? We are just a call away or an email away. Just give us a call and we'll be happy to assist you. When we offer consultation services, aside this, if you want to engage us straight away, we are happy to do that. Your office will Enfield. So you can either give us a telephone call. Your numbers is displayed on the screen until you can see that. We also have our email address. We have a WhatsApp number just to ensure that we are reachable. You don't need to be in the UK for us to provide assistance to you. So far as it applies to legal work in the UK, and it is something we handle, we will be able to assist you through and through. In Seban also say, if you're another country, we will be happy to assist you on that score. Apart from this, we also have lawyers who are qualified from Ghana. It is all advice regarding anything I would be able to assist to say wabahanom birth certificate, aware nkrata sanyamano sesiano. There are a few issues here and there around us. Those are the things we can look into and provide you with the necessary support and advice. Apart from that, I'm very excited today because Nyamiadom, it's another Wednesday and we get to meet our lovely virtual viewers. Obiaye chef from the comfort of where you are, whether at work or at home or in school, wherever you are. We are really happy because it's a nice time for us to have a very lovely interaction. Today's educational sector, just make sure that you are seated and ready, and I'm sure say by the end of the program, information PR you can share with your friends and loved ones. Apart from that, I think that will be all. Inti so for Mami Pacho, over to you.
Okay, yeah, lawyer Pauline Ase from a Mascot Solicitors, me pacho Mascot for a numbers in me pacho lawyer Pauline statistical workasa, be a mean to me, Mubium, office number 0208 0208 075 2860. lawyer Colin number A0208 075 2860. Ne mobile number A073 8645 4673. A073 8645 4673. A mascot Sabri albetimi afreye kasa ya ebuka appointment ama omo ombesho kama ofra wosime pe lawyer Pauline na mene no atwetwe eye enkomo lawyer wo any update bi e de ma me governor me nimu sa wona wodi UKVI we no SND me na we eye we na wo kan no if I a writer we and I walk and I was me with some questions and from out. I feel me read it because I think so. Me read the first line or say, oh, ya grant to a pre-settle and ya grant to I feel I may be read your class here. Lawyer me patcho or update to what bit me and me update to what I me share no or send an application, me go through EMFA and man and me musa question. Eh, wow. Question Ben I will pese me busa lawyer and from our home. Lawyer me patch or update I am updating.
Okay, yeah, it's here for we there's no immediate update at this point in time, but because a summer and a summer is a good time, families go out, travel outside the country with their with everybody in the family to have a good time. You know, it would just be a good time to rehash the points. Say, the Home Office has allowed or made way now. Say, if a family is traveling outside the country and they are British citizens, essentially, and they are 8 years and above. So far as the youngest child, the child that is between 8 to 10, no, the height here up to 3 foot 11 inches, no, that child can actually join the whole family. So far as the child is with an accompanying adult, no. Obisumi e-gates, no. The e-gate is there to ensure that for people who are British, from the EU, from a number of countries, they have easy access when they are coming back when they are coming either into the country or returning to the country. To make it, just to make sure, say, when it comes to scanning, and now you would be able to see the camera and do the necessary scans. But this is just one good news that it's important for it's here for at this point in time. Thank you.
Yo, yeta lawyer Pauline ase o see ye gate no enti me pamocha wo bia a wo ba enya 8 years no se na radio adom se de lawyer kan no mo de aba se ye gate wo no akra ne so betimi ayusu ye gate wo no ebi me pa che wo bia ntapita so na mo like na mo nhye na frɛ wu ne bi na ye baba bedi enkomo enkofo bebre ansa na me koso no governor wo letter na wo de buy Home Office for the amount no automatically wo de ema obia automatic indefinite na no kre ebi na wo wanya no mo de bre wo say omo so omo system ne kire omo say 5 years ago and wunya wo settle status but say no wo omo check wo nioma no ahwe say wo nioma ne ye pepepa then they will proceed to grant you a yes settled status but you don't need to do any application. But the moment they would done to investigate and also mobile or mobile no or mobile grant will indefinitely remain. Meaning say or more grant indefinitely because what answer now or say you may we no or more check here we say or 5 years no pepe ukunu ni ye juma or aha ni bibia pepe or ma check here we into that no wonder indefinitely remain or almost more the bebrel wo ehun hia so wo be any application bi ade aba Home Office ho yo enkofo bebre lawyer ena me pese ni nkomo emfa omo a omo ware ewo ekromi hasem
okay
ye refuse wo mo pa ene omo a omo ebetimi aware yenimu say example ni say obi wo a oye ebia wo ye student na opeso wo ware ewo kromi hasem ɔba no ɔne ne kunu ɛne ba ekurom ha sei enso bon se ɔba ye no no ɔne ne kunu no aba abegya awareɛ abra wɔne ne kunu ne gya awareɛ na no wɔse mehia bɛma foforo wɔse mehia wɔ ba foforo ɛwa ha na wɔne nipa no ayɛ awareɛ wɔn mo de bɛkɔ akoto home office no application ne bɛkɔ no na home office refuse wɔ mo yenim se mistake bi no mo ɛyɛ anase Ghana marriage certificate no na nse no mo so mo nyintum ba sese no mo agye atum na nyegye no mo nyintum e wo se wo koye ba wo de kɔ ɛyɛ Ghana High Commission na mo attestify ɛno na sese ho abansem but nye attestification na meka ye pese ho adekoro nti a sese wo bi ya aware wo kromi ha yes ye refuse no anase okwa ko renew ne nkrata na example any say bia waware eye British ni waware ebia EU ni aware asem na America ne 5 years abso okwa ko renew okoji ni indefinite wodi ko to mu ano omo se won krata ne ye mfa ma ho ye refuse won krata no ye pese hu se eye application no e na wo mom package ni ye ana se document no e na ye ana enye yi na afa na ana se obi wo ho a waware danintia enti na ye omo refuse no example is like students any skill worker for your mobile kamia koyesa skill worker for no lawyer enipa 100 na abewura mu okromi ha emu 92% ena eja aware enipa 100 ena be okromi ha na omode aware skill worker aware ena be wura mu okromi ha 92% eja aware omo ba yekunu ye sei ye yiri ye sei enti omo eja aware omo eja aware na enso wa obu owa woja aware ne echina no hye oba afoforo dem osime ware obu owa woja aware ne echina no hye be ma afoforo dem osime ware na waware eya aware no mo ware ntem no ene mafikesie mufo no en grant wo mo enkrata no anaso wo mutwe me pacho ene fa yedo suko baabi a wo bewie bia no menim se wo bewie explanation wo bewie ntem na yetimi apeke course amenkofo enso so ede wo mo questions ede aba me pacho yen ko mesra wa wo hwe me bia no share video no ne like me wi a emefre me wi a emfa me number ma wo bi me pa wo chew mesra enu nti na me pa wo chew wutie nkomo we yenye wuska yenye wo hwe no consultation free consultation brane betie wo de ne se share like wo hwe wo TikTok nso a tap so na wonua bi a wo te baabi enye bi no hwe lawyer me pacho yenko
yo it's here for one, our BBI papa, it's good. And the Home Office, they encourage, it's not say they don't encourage our once you are here on the basis of our and now you want to change to an our related application, Home Office, to prevent you. But with increasingly nearby says sometimes for your application on the basis of my warrior na after making the application na submit your criteria to support my application no ebeba say Home Office ma visa no pen sometimes need to maybe say ma visa no but they would actually go a step further to impose some kind of sanctions. Some of them may be light, some of them may be harsh, and or some of them may be punitive, if I can put it that way. But essentially, why do these things happen? Are there reasons or are there bases for why they do that? That's the question. Obibisa. First of all, say what can say wa worry obia. Definitely, there must be something to show say wa worry. So you should be looking at proving your marriage. Say ebanonso say ebia you are on a visa with UK, our hanum, and our person sako awaria. That means say you should be able to show what sitting based on what previous application or visa no and no. These are some of the things you'd be looking at. But but share a number of them. It's not all the reasons why the Home Office refuses visas, but and then with time now you share some of them just for educational purposes so that we are able to advise ourselves and advise our friends and family whenever they face that kind of situation, and then they seek the necessary legal help when needed. And first of all, say you can't worry. That means definitely you want to show say Abia Nipaknono say you can't worry in the UK. First of all, that means say it is likely say work of abia work of wukunu ana wo from outside the UK a wone na aba nti na wone na aba no or any renewal. So on those basis, no, the marriage is continuing. So if the marriage is continuing, you should be able to show, say, 50 time now more worry, you know, our no still no so and I still no day. So that's what the Home Office calls say the marriage is genuine and subsisting. Into genuineness, now the first point in the say you want to show say it's a truth. I mean it's a true marriage. And yeah so Rebecca said, say you're senior, abia, nkrofo ya warrior for whatever, but no, you want to show say warrior between woni wukunu and our yere no, a genuine application, a genuine warrior. You also want to show say, if it's time now, more worry till time now, warrior application no. You want to show say the marriage is still existing. Woni wukunu and our yere no, relationship no still no ewo ho. So what can say when you be a warrior, that means say you live together with the person. Most likely, it could be say that is not your circumstance. Maybe your secret service Juma. That may be quite different. But generally, it is expected say you are living together. Mo nourish mo benefits ni na person winya no was spices ni bibi and winya from each other. First of all, you want to show say marriage no more worry you have your marriage certificates in place. Sebana say abia pardon me, Sebana say in the UK now we renewal application no. Sebana say you were on another visa in the country to say abia where we school on the student route and our graduate visa and our skilled worker I was to our real route no with ABOPOS or a British citizen and now nipa no what indefinite leave to remain. Sebana sa you want na abia visa na was so before was no wa warrior. You want to show say sa warrior no abai so you must have evidence to show say you have technically closed and legally closed that door on the previous marriage before you are entering this new one. So Home Office umunya sa documents na say omono ejuma no moye they rely on with visa application and I will supporting nkrata na wo de aba no. Nti say ba na sa omobeka say na asimesi why application can you show us why ana ebien so omomba back because when kwata na was submitted no a say wa worry but before them no omunim say wa worry dada. So that becomes a problem. A bit to mean swabana say ebia mumie no mo wa ha no mo say mo war aware no mo ye wo Ghana and ebia mo ye wo kro different a different country, and at no point in time do you have evidence to show say aware na mo ye no mutu kwan ena certificates no so now moderator Home Office no it shows say it's a monogamous marriage which most likely it's an ordinance marriage for Ghana for purposes of Ghana no so we ordinance marriage that means say mumie no mo honum fili and a registrar of the marriage and now also for no license no or no now or making sure say the vows were taken and all that and then the marriage was celebrated and all my certificate. But in a situation it is a monogamous marriage and you were not there, then it begins to raise doubt. Say certificates now will provide and on that score no abia it could be say aware na we genuine yes because when you wukunu ana we no when him say why aware genuine one but in krata na mwenya to support it no it doesn't speak to the type of marriage you have celebrated. Sebana sa na ko hu kakra these are some of the things Home Office omone question mark beto ho so omone question mark no to ho e betumi abane say normal red card no that would end up being the refusal. There are also instances in which say abia Wawa Hanum more actually were UK based on the fact say more contacted council now more or one of Obani or Bermano more contacted one of the councils where you live. Now they go through the necessary checks as yeni na no na fe the omwaye marriage no. So based on that no munya marriage certificates from the UK. You rely on that in addition to visa application now. There are instances in which Home Office ebana say sometimes omoka say those certificates that you obtained could have been a marriage that it's a sham. That's Sanomo Freno. It's a sham marriage. Reason being, say, you haven't been able to show that the marriage was genuine and it's just Rebecca say it's a measure or a means to circumvent immigration control. Sebanasa, this raises questions and it could land in a refusal. With this point in particular, no, I can say there are instances in to say someone who say wo visa no ko wu ebia when you obi hwehwe honom na modomo ho mo pese mo worry. I mean, in such a case, no, you want to quickly contact a lawyer to provide the necessary guidance because when himself more worry for genuine reasons. But for the fact that it is close to the expiry of your leave, no, it raises a lot of doubt and it raises a lot of questions there. So Rebecca said there are more questions than answers. And if there are more questions than answers, no Home Office no so no to me or say, Lawyer Pauline, come and explain why you provided XYZ on your application, or why is it that you are providing why are you making your visa application at this point in time when you entered the UK in maybe 2014 or 2024 or 2025. They won't ask you those questions. So you want to be able to provide the reasons why. Now say eba aware na ye wo UK hanom nankasa no. It's also important to note, say, government nama registrars of marriage no wa more the kind of authority or capacity say omo officiate and omo conduct a marriage celebration no. So who say at any point in time there's reason to doubt say aware no enko yi say bibi hwehwe honom enye bibi papa no. They actually authorize omo to me catch Home Office no enti ebia send Home Office case we can social application now obe to me who say maybe there's a note indicating that kind of thing. And even for marriage registries no last week in Kasano they even had training, further training on something of that sort, so that their eyes could be opened the more and they would be able to see when some of these things happen and then make sure that the necessary protection is given. The training no munya it also covers forced marriages and everything. And yet necessarily say ebia fake marriages per se, but just to make sure say ejuma no moye no omoye and omoye ni let me put it that way omoye ni enti say about sham marriages these are some of the things Home Office no omoshe. It means so banner say based on what warrior no the kind of application now warrior no you are supposed to meet a financial requirement. Financial requirement no there's a particular amount you are supposed to meet it or you can exceed it, but you can't go beyond. You can't go below. So go below and then that means say it's likely say so mama won't cry na you are most likely to rely on public funds. And ahanom non so no say say at any point in time no, they don't want a situation whereby they would have that kind of situation unless they are specific and unique circumstances, which is not what we are discussing today. These are some of the things you want to make sure say about proving your finances no. So we juma you have your pay slips, you have your bank statement. We better say oh lawyer my bank statement to say 5 back no me dey transfer back no me dey mede tu kwan eno no se me kwa mede koji mani nti sika wo ho pa nti eno na me de be support me application no nti na me send e no omo hu se sika pii wom nti I don't know why omo amma me visa no. What happens is say if you are relying on your what's the name you are relying on your work to be able to meet the financial requirements no, then there should be a mapping of sikana wenya from your pay slip no, it should translate onto the bank statement. Enti say abia me bank we no it applies only to UK. Enti say abia or bank account with Nationwide, Halifax, Lloyds, Barclays, which other one Monzo. You just want to make sure say even if you are providing other bank statements for other purposes, let me leave it that way, for purposes of meeting the financial requirements, you want to show that the amount you are receiving, that is what reflects in the bank statement. It could also be also say abia bank statements now be provided and pay slips now be provided. It is not sufficient to meet the requirements of the application you are making. Say banasa it may raise a doubt. Say you don't have enough to be able to care for yourself. And so on that score, no, they would not want to support you because we hope sure was what were UK at the end of the day. A bit to me say we are self-employed. So we are self-employed, there are specific nyaman so omobeshe. So and yes say once I will be you have something to show, say, that's enough. No, there are specific things to say in the UK. No, for every application, no, there are specific rules that affect it, and that is what you must meet. Abia, Webeka say, oh, meet here, abna skin pain, say lawyers number, omoka bibia, omo bon kama inti. In fact, me to me tie we one episode say meet here, na my kama, na my kasa my application. No, Abia nyama na lawyer ne kano. They are actually true, but and it is always the case. But your circumstances may be entirely different from the general situation now or kano. So at any point in time, what lawyers say, we want to make sure that we are meeting the requirements of the rules guiding the application. Applications the need are different. So your parent will application you're different. So your akwala will parent will visa you're different. Say bana say ebia wa worry wukuna na wo yere your skilled worker. Requirements near different. So why worry obi so a British citizen, requirements near different. So ebia wa worry EU citizen and a national or no so the requirements near different. Inti it's here for it is good say it's here now educated but aside that we also need to go a step further and make sure that you get tailor-made advice suited for your circumstances. Rebecca say, oh na me who a friend is saying Sister Maria no she bubu no na come up intimate so say me she bubu na eja me who be pa but who knows? Ebia social now I could say a friend is saying cassava sticks. Ne nkoyi aha. Ana ebia obi nso wo honoma ne shape no Coca-Cola. Obi nso ne de no ebia pear yadane no upside down. So the law is made in such a way say it's able to meet the requirements of your situation. So we just can't take what goes on, in general, and then say that is what applies. Sebanasa na akoye problem. Let me also mention this before me come next point. Sometimes so we will say obi be free law firm say me pese me application yi enti mpacho mo betumi ama me list of documents na metumi akọ me arrangements ni bibia na ma back na my application na mame se ba na say obi explain say mamu nsuro just give me the list of documents so that betumi ahwehwe nyama no na ma ba. Sometimes lawyer no betumi dey amount. Sometimes lawyer no on farm mouth and yes any pack no on pay wasem. But the reason why abia on farm mouth no is because list now the bema no a general list. And to say a general list we be who say now only bibi akoka wa application no ho. Say ba na sa na wan kasa wa say wa application. Obi a oba ye honom. Ne visa no it was refused. And I may be saying say say because documents now or submitted and me catch and say documents no. Some of them no na say or the back home. Enti I had to probe further. Na me be saying no and I say lawyer me call lawyer be ho. Na me call no. And I me list no. Na me list na me ankasa me share me how far. On person be your legal fees. Enti on ankasa or balance no ho. And a home office no so or more balance papa no. Enti they refuse the visa. It's pretty sad. Home office fees nashi. Why you overstay? It becomes a big problem. So it's important say generally there's a list for applications, but sometimes there was circumstances here different and maybe what is say film maybe so what is say de ka ho say ba na sa ebeboa so that it makes your application full and then it helps you to get the kind of support you want. There are also instances in which Sesiano, Home Office, one of the things as Sesiano, and it's glaring in the face of applications is suitability. Or now, Omobeka say conducive to the public good. Yanga say name say ahanom no omo peso yes a charity ejuma ne sa nyama no and you laugh for the environment. So we life in the UK test I will say these are things that they keep on running in the in your preparation for that test. Enti suitability, there are instances that Home Office between my red card based on these reasons. ABR now where your application no, whether and this one it cuts across ABR so we'll back into the UK for any kind of application and now our rare or maybe say have you ever been refused a visa before? Have you ever been deported? Have you ever been what do you call it, detained or for one reason or another no, or they had to return you back to your country of origin? ABR now where your application no. It could be say be a maybe a water and maybe a pressure that was 20 wing. And I maybe a woman say, oh, in fact, the application now more if you say me shame pa, but in fact, me fan can when they me ye be a clean na a dim na ko. But what happens, say, the Home Office is an institution. They have your record. So what happens is that if you do not provide these things and they see it, that means that they'll be, as an institution, they'll be wondering why you want to disclose some information from them. And then it raises questions. When the questions are not answered, because you and I are not there to be able to answer that question. Say, Banasa, no mama, red card. Red card, no, na koba refusal. Obi nso beka say, oh, refusal, no, Metro 3, but na enye P. Well, the most important thing is when they ask you questions, you have to provide what has to be provided. And Obinso baby say, oh, enti refusal no, ebia minya bako for Jamaica, minya bako for Rwanda, minya bako for America, minya bako for New Zealand. Enti mencho countries na ehonom no, ehona we will say ehonom baby ehonom your posh. No, should I only provide those ones? Well, once you've had refusals or there's one reason or another why you need to provide those explanations, you need to provide it so that it gives a clearer picture of your unique circumstances, and they give you the opportunity to also explain if you want to. So these are some of the things you want to look at. Seban also say ABR for one reason or another, ABR Bibi Baye, and so you've actually served a prison sentence. And now yes, you've served a prison sentence, you've been convicted, or you've been fined. For Obi say, you know, ne situation, no, the person was, what do you call this? The person was sentenced for just about 30 days, and this was over 10 years ago. Into one fan kaho, niwepo fee. What happened? That was the only reason why the application was refused. So these are some of the reasons why you want to make sure, say, you are providing what has to be provided to support your application. A bit to mean so about say sometimes and me can say debia you can say it is good to consult a lawyer. Na lawyer no onim nejuma no we to me are provided with the necessary assistance na we here. Obi to me obe present documents ebia onim ana ebia onim. Well, Obi can say you and I were not there, but ebe to me abana say documents no you're forged. Say you're forged na if you can see for no omuhua. Say bana say no they automatic straight. Obi can say you know what to highway no so immediately that's going to affect the roots of the application. To say deportation and all those things. Sometimes it goes to the roots of the application and it affects you. So you want to make sure that these are things you avoid it. So Obi can say, oh, eban ebia sa nkrata no obi na submit maame ana ebia nkrata no mo submit no 2019 and afi na mekoye me settlement and afi na mekoye me indefinite. It could come up. Because with the Home Office, they have the equipment to be able to see or ascertain when documents are not genuine documents. In totality, Meka said these are some of the reasons why say eba aware Home Office to refuse say obi application. I've also gone on to explain say ebia while providing information or maybe there are issues of deception and ebia you've served a prison sentence, you've served a prison sentence, you've been deported, documents are forged, or you've not provided a true explanation of some circumstances. These are some of the reasons that maybe aside the refusal, they could actually go a step further and provide further sanctions. It's most important say so person we nyama to say we are you seek the necessary assistance and support so that our application no one and I won't crack now the best support our application no ni na be solid na say kwa so mo hu ate say your friend say teacher or market or market shabrain ne exam sheet and one say not take so we are not say in fact Pape, or you're correct, Pa Medebemano. The person will not bring any issues to the UK, to the government, or to the state, and the person should be allowed to further his or her marital relationship or, yes, marriage related relationship in the UK. And on that score, they'll grant it to you. If not, you would find yourself in this situation. You may do appeals and all that. There are some of them are say too much we won't say na adane to say a cobweb na fe dey na akọ around you so much say who you cry na akọ hu. But on the whole, once we are able to work with all these things no nyame adom ti, you should be able to have a successful visa application. So for my mpacho medebe I'll end for now.
Yo, yeda lawyer Pauline ase ene ne nkyeremu a wachire ye mu efa the reason why wo ya ware ewo UK ebia wakofa wo yere na aba yama wo 2.5 years renewal edu so wo kwa ko renewal na won krata no omose yase no ana ye refuse no ebia ware ye uni wakofa no na ne free Ghana aba ni renewal do so yes ye refuse no ana wo ware wo krom he ya ankasa wanko ba bia wan tuto ba abra wo ko do application akotum ana say emre ne so na wo kwa akuru yes e refuse wakasa bebre akire mu bebre men say emre no mebie phone lines atum wasa me busa no questions no na me fa phone calls ne so ebi na me fa phone calls ntime pa cha wo pese wo baso na woni lawyer etwetwe enkomo wo betimi afre studio number 0750242279 0750242279 wo betimi afre wo hwe me wo TikTok nso a wo betumi a request me fa any question bia emfa aware e de ho e bia wo nkrata e ya afi na wo prepare wo ho aye nkrata e de nkrata e na wo beye ekwan abefa so a wo betena so a wo benya wo nkrata ana se e bia wo nso so kra na wo gina wo ba so na wo koje ya frɛ wo interview sebra any question wo pese wo busa lawyer emfa ene nkomo ne ho a wo betumi afrɛ number se didi dwumadie no e 0750242279 0750242279 me pacho lawyer enso so office number 0208 me pacho tro me pacho mo mute mo ho mame wow ho ye didi no lawyer office number 0208 0752860 a mascot solicitors ofra also pe lawyer Pauline na woni no atwetwe nkomo omo sign lawyers wo Ghana enso so bia Ghana wo bia je wasase wo kota asase yaje anase wo japade bi wo Ghana manso emu oden wo Ghana eno omo twe enye manso nkakra obi aje 1 million kofre wo mo mepacho enti number no ye 0208 075 258528660 0208 0752860 me pacho mobile number 073 86454673 073 86454673 me pacho wo betumi afa ama ya twetwe enkomo wo pese one lawyer ekasa that about
give me that celebrate. Let me show happy birthday so since
belated medase fa o gift bra why
me pache you me the beba me pache me pese me bisan say NHS fee no say me di obi abaku no aye me were na oko renew the visa e was so stand share the same NHS fee na emra no free Ghana eba no share bi ma na obaye so
na just some your skill workers na mobile
Debbie, EU, I'm see EU. British near our Ghanaian dinaba.
Na so wari Ghana ni de na ba watwa na NHS charge dada.
And to renew, I saw Santia, say man 2.5.
And 2 peso o renew I was so say tua. Na se no watwam lawyer o renew I was so say tua NHS charge.
Enti that was someone can say when me chrome has him. Enti I mean NHS notes
Renew 10 years 10 times
and
was so say
NHS notes it was
Wow.
up to
I'm a so yeah, Jumana dear.
Enti
Man, so yeah, Jumano.
Oh yeah, Juma wa NHS.
Debbie. On your NHS.
Auntie send your renew I was so say tua. Me boa lawyer.
anytime I obey renewal.
I lawyer see anytime be a be renew be was so tua. And fa one no we Yo. All right. User 4627.
Hello.
Yes, darling.
Auntie Abraham Pacho, good afternoon.
Sweetie, Major, so good morning, Pacho.
Hey, morning.
11:30. I feel no other sorry. Okay, all night. Yeah, quite.
And good morning to you.
Me Pacho, the question is, my cousin, or what, I found when you're in Krata last year, September, 10-year route. No, only lady been a while or ya henny. Now, Oma worried genuinely, junior, your friend is a junior, and Omako worry, Church of England. Now, me Pacho, so, or that 10-year route, is there any changes for him? I want in Cracken, man. I said was so over 10 years.
There be me Pacho for lawyer bet me as a self return number 5.
Oh,
Why?
Okay.
Into only lawyer and casa lawyer number is 0208. Wow, want him on a Mr. Mutu when they him nebra. Are they? 0208
But
075
me Pacho.
2860.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Aye. Hello, me Pacho, wa phone so yem ko
Thank you very
loyalty.
much.
Me joso. Loyalty wa phone so no. Menyo so wo kra de na nim sen ka be ba be jaba so menyo so landlord yem ko. Oh, when you ko se mejo so ko se wate enye hwe ye na ware wan ware abekọ akoda hospital sa me ba cho yem ko
BBR successful 2 years now. Yachaman 3 years for 5 years. Only 5 years now, Uncle JBR indefinite, you know. Maybe sorry to say that the pension, make financial requirements and this are maybe years, you know. Is there any when you're 5 years?
Obani adwuma. Okay, that's fine. Part time lawyer Bremo almost 5 years na so mo ko renew 5 years and papa ne ko pension ba wo ba ne 16 hours and na part time eno no e be ye den ye be ma no indefinite no ana say de ne be ko 10-year route.
But your part time no what's the reason why are you part time?
Me ba cho lawyer say what's the reason why are you part time no?
Because all bano of the akwada utabanu
And na wa be wo wa lawyer wo kra eba o ba o de ne be free Ghana bai nti akra ni nti no wo ye part time no.
Okay, so Nyame kind of say it depends. So essentially, you know, no, the requirements near 29,000. But say it depends on time now. We no unyani nkrata to come into the UK no. If it was much earlier, then we should be looking at 18,600 based on the transitional rules. If it depends on time unyaye. And if that's the case, no, then she can continue. But I would suggest say on fair so that we can able to me share exactly what the situation is, and then say baby wahwa able to me assign post no ne.
lawyer say papa ne ko pension na oba ne nya adwuma e be affecting nkrata na ne renewal no.
So, I mean, so essentially, depending on pension amount now,
pension sika awogie.
That is what, and not necessarily, because pension way I know near the be added to sikana mame no sunyano. And no near who say based on unyano, say ni to me I know.
Lawyer me depending when I would in crata and ma obano. Said Emma or you said time I would ye no nay financial threshold near 18,600 a year. Or pensions it can be a beson a beck of other. Say 29,000 a year, Abian our pensions it can cover. And 10 year be our pensions it can be cover. May that say. Okay, usual. Wọ́n frẹ́ mi anadi o de birthday sika ne ba o. Aha, ne wa yi wo se na papa we ni sin nyina ye godo. Sika. Oh, de di sin nyina ye sika o. Lawyer, me first time me hu no. Oh, ni sin nyina ye sika. Onu me kasa obi ene no na say, "Hey, sika ne bu anu mu say." Wow. Yo, me ba cha bye. O si me ya hunya. Onya oba bi oba na benom ne se papa wo sika na se me na me bege. Wonya oba no, wo no oba no be mu na. Se wo be kasa. Enti oba bi a wonim gold no. Won ne oh hello sister good morning oba kasa on pokro be di wachi oba kasa abre yi ne ho de. Enso bia na wa yokura bi no wo bi na wo bebuza pension yi. Bye bye. Yebeka me da say. Usual 77. Usual 77. 77. Okay, wada. Okay, the end. The end. Major so up made for.
Oh, what in part me beside the way now my offers be part what the scale worker a yin in a buy now. Say only obani nya problem now. Omokache and say Omaja or as a friend same as a woman this your own family kruma. And away and I can say apply for extension. And a lawyer be see or so lawyer be lawyer and say by extension na the share code near you. And I may busas and car. So I be at Tisano. If you can see for no bus, I almost send a letter be at say where you know my standing.
Now on one checking the share code ni stand me patch me ba. If you can see me for you try never send him if you can see me for brain 60 days.
Yes.
60 days no. Why is so extended 60 days? 60 days will be into me extend 60 days. Unless say ABA okoye fee waiver. Okoye fee waiver. Any man another 6 months. But 60 days ne dey. A home office for the abroad ne wu a will be into me extending the man. And a lawyer me boa. Ye ntimi extending no. Enti wo lawyer no either so adu sika edi. And ABA why ye fee waiver. Why ye ABA you so ye dependent or ye whatever. Edi amano.
A car say chinchina. BBS anyone more, will share code the age money. If you can see on to me when you be extra, there should be a document. Yeah, say I'm not.
Now, lawyer no, oh lawyer no dear, or ye extension also ye man no found document in my way.
Exactly.
Enti money extension na application na wo lawyer na ye no. Wan fana no natural home office for catch mo say me client ne 60 days na mo de man no. More extend the man or fanano natural any be the email the call na home office for so responding the email say okay we client in yate 60 days na ewu because of our client in the who of February suntino 60 days na ewu no yasa edi bia kan ho what you saying no there will be a communication into a more unfasa communication and no you prove on famamo
that's very bad that's it.
Legends, young queen.
So for my member,
oh, we are birthday present away.
Birthday present. So that say
said that me no can ho asem ana wa
ene mante menka se bra sorry tena my think Manchester ho me se birthday present in a way tena wo Manchester ene ye de yenkwai
Eddie can represent me pusa lawyer say me ne me kuna ware but you ware 2020 e won krata so but around 2023 and sana ye de men krata na ma me EU
na 2020 and ye de krata na ma 2023
ai
okay
EU
okay
no me pusa lawyer say enam say you know krata and so manya more than 5 years and make me apply for indefinite na
Okay. Inti Mr. Legend, your child so. Inti what happens is we who say about visa decisions no. Usually, the first thing I make kind of say you need to comply with what is provided on the decision. Inti we be who say na nipa kuno no unya decision no 2023 no. Omobeka say you will qualify for settlement on blah 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 in now I'm a date no Ebeba 2028. That is what is likely to have been stated on the status outcome na nipa kuno ni nyae no. Inti that is what the person should be looking at. Say or can said he or she has stayed in the UK for 5 years. That's a different thing altogether. But for purposes of settlements no refer to the decision. It is say obia or can say what's the name? For the first time now me what 10-year route no. My application no me nya 2022. And now me nya 2022 no. Next time ebe no let's say me nya my first application 2015. Na minya in 2015 we be say time na application visa no wo ye no na we next application no the decision on the subsequent application is not when the visa expired, it's a new date, and then it comes with afi mienu nefa inti it's not an automatic continuation inti mpacho on just Ipakno no on share the decision never 2023 no. So just one on beka say obe qualify for settlement in 2028. Say a different obi to me afraid na ya boa no further.
Ye pon ana afraid me. Strike by. Strike. Say Kobe ada. Efia beauty.
Hello, Mabna.
Yes. When they can say.
Hello, Mabna.
Say Kobe. Yo yankoi.
No, I did. Next year, no lawyer na. My faconia so bisa question.
Me pacho busa.
If I should not person bisa lawyer say may a skilled worker. Na akabe 2 weeks na. May no or ma apply the for another series MI. And I'm saying because say MI no say and they are meeting me I juma to say the banner say this me hold on.
Company no more company now no more ye juma no. Omo na ma o si o wesi a wo di kwe no.
Me ba chan.
Anti company na no e betimi aye extension the amount. Say the fiki e wo fikesiem.
Me ba chan.
Ai wo fikesiem dia betimi aye juma lawyer me boa.
Mpasha Debi, Nyameka na say obetumi afraying afterwards. Because with visa na say ewua, I mean work related visas no. You are here on the basis of your COS. Say COS no wua, you need to have a renewal, then you can rely on that. But if you don't rely on that, na what was one, that means say and for work related visas no you're very strict. So you don't want issues of working when you didn't have leave and all those issues coming up. Into your messages, then it's over to me afraid, able to me actually look around it for you.
Lawyer me pacho wono ni question no na application no company na wono omo ye adwuma no omo na switch it up omo ye extension it am renewal ba visa no e wo fikesiem na why application ko fikesiem a visa na ko wu home office for nsem and oda so ne company na na ye adwuma enti wo so ogya adwuma kwotena fi
enti what anything America says. So what happens, let's say
I don't get it.
Say
me pacho mo mute mo mesra mo
but what say no say eba COS applications no it to me check. And say to me chair, what happens, say? Is it the case, say, because you've put in an application, now COS number and into still no word train. That's that time no will visa. We've actually had instances of Obia before ni visa no po wu, I mean months before ni visa wu, or contact. The Home Office actually gave her a company to contact for a COS. By the time na COS number ni visa ne. She wasn't able to switch. So in the case where it is still the same employer, no, who said the COS, one of the elements of the COS, no, it deals with a period. So if that period has expired and your same employer is giving it to you, no, and no, that's really good. But the point is, for a skilled worker, you need a COS to be able to continue your visa. If you don't have a COS, then it becomes a problem. It is not in dispute, say Home Office is before the Home Office, but a decision has not been given. Mecca say you cannot rely on that. The best thing I would say is say, "Obe to me afraid."
Okay, lawyer, me pache wo obe fro ba me person won clear bibi wa hama me. Say oye adwuma. Na say obi se wu a oye application ko Home Office a company no e your choice. Some be ma watena fie. E kopem say visa no ye be renew the amount. Say most of the companies no go wa or say visa na wu inti ko ne kotena fie. Na wo de application na wa ye ko Home Office no the letter acknowledgement letter no an application na wa ye don dia Home Office no ma company ni hu say my application at Home Office, there's a letter. Be a company in Scotland. Now, a lawyer, my letter, Home Office, so application Home Office, company, be home, we are human. It is a say no, a cratchy, a question, no, or your school worker, ne visa, no, ne COS na spy, and answer ne visa na spy. When ye new COS, or customer, say, this or COS, or no, the say, wo, company, no, any yet, man, some and another extension. Into another extension or the application Home Office into non copy COS BABU. COS no Home Office ya or train response amane de aba. In this case no was say or extension and what the atene kurumi ha and say say Home Office for make decision no me pese obefrɛ but me pese wo kyerɛ mu abiko my confused. Enemy so obi nso so wa wonti ase enti in this case no omo si we say wo a company na mo ma betena fie na emum omo application Home Office a wo mo twen no e dey na wo so omo ye omo aye illegal.
Mpachensi, let me explain. Na say Kobe, if I'm correct. Nia say Kobe kai no senior mete ase ne say or was COS and he's with the same employer. And I say si ano ni visa no ekowu. But omoye ne employers no aye application amano. So my understanding is that ne employers aye COS application and yes skilled worker application. For skilled workers and our work visas no, that means say you need a COS to be able to support a skilled worker application. Enti se or train COS no to be able to make a skilled worker application. That is where nyameka no as I say or tread cautiously. But se or COS as a si ano ni visa no kogu ne employers no amano another COS. Why skilled worker visa application on the same COS, then he doesn't have a problem. He just needs to wait for the decision. And whenever you make an application to the Home Office for a visa application, you can continue to work. But say a COS application, a different. Because work visa, you need COS. To say student visa, you need CAS. So when your CAS now want to menye. For skilled workers, say we need COS now, want to menye. And in America says say a COS application now or train there. Mpacho will be to me afraid. It be to me mama. Thank you.
lawyer Matewa say what mebusa no o kasa na me ne kasa
Okay.
COS no and a company ni mumu no twɛn free home office enti na de lawyer ka no no kre se COS no wo bisa na wu na mu ni COS ni bi na mo company no and na apply for COS wo home office enti company no COS ni bi ba and no mo be yi bi ama wo di akoye wa application wo home office age wo visa na meboa okay ene na chese de lawyer ka na no kre wo company no fra ye wi afre lawyer e was a company ne ma lawyer letter na lawyer ye extension for 6 months fee waiver at the amount to sustain wo visa no what you say to sustain wo visa no and was a company no eye fee waiver at the amount but company na bia want to me until no friend lawyer betimi a extension at the amount wow sir wo chen wo COS ne wo home office no
me bachelor am tabna na das
okay
me question na tos me ni ese oba me ne ne wa ha no oni pe ma front wa ko na be ase ayemi me mbese the pass and na kan pese
wo na wo ye main applicant into oni be ma ko wa problem is saying wo yire
ne ba cho de said me
into problem is there be wo momu wo power onu momu no na baby be affect no wo na wo ye main applicant ma me fa akonya we so nka asem hwe se woni wo bi ebe promi ha asa warefo especially skilled workers tie me and I'm a student tie me lawyers no eye no kre se woni obi ware a enipa ba ko enye divorce nipa 2 ene ye divorce enti se obi fa wachi eye divorce a eye criminal offense tie nemom die wo ye main applicant no oye divorce na wo di divorce ni ko home office ya home office for beji atu na wo ye main applicant ni abra wo letter 60 days se wo kunu ana wo yire ne so woni wa jaya ware se wo pese wo ne nipa ne twema nso a wo betwere home office for ana lawyer betwere home office for say be man na oye main applicant no ana wo ba no oye main applicant no divorce certificate no de buy no e fake because menka ho ene e ko sign ye efikesie mu fo mo nya hwe ombeka kire wo se o visa ne yatwam 60 days no de aba efikesie mu fo ebe geti nipa ne on board be contact wo mo a ombeka se wa yi na de buy ne fake no na wo visa no matwam wie dada no matwam wie dada main applicant no will not lose anything eye whereby ya wo benya power eye whereby ya divorce certificate no abre wo copy na won fan home office sa time no e na wo power enti se wo okotran ma obi dada ka kire wo se wo de oye divorce wa me so me kwa ka kire home office for say ni divorce no ye ne fake ene ye ne ntem because nipa no e inform home office na home office for bre wo say 60 days na wo betwe ho manswa ene betena koye pe ye twem omun correctify divorce certificate ni mediwe ba betwe mu na me clarify bibi na wo de no wono na ye main applicant ono na ye dependent ento ye dependent no so wa kwakwa mane nko e affect de wasam ya ne sam nye divorce ono na be affect no because ne ba na wa wo no eye wo ba ne ba na wa wo no sam nye divorce wa eye wo ba enti se wo de akra ne kwaje nkrata na ni tiranye ya ye be frɛ woni ni kunu na akra ne papa ni interview se omra mechire se time a woni wo ware ye no na oni new boyfriend on na wo no awo no no one wo ewo aware ase enti they will assuming say akra ne ye wo ba unless say DNA will provide say DNA ni akra ne ye wo ba akra ne ye first papa ne ba wo en affected wa wo ye main applicant no dependent ne epa onko 100 wo en affected If West come to West, because our no is not genuine. Our no is not genuine. Na se woman applicant no. Indeed, say wo ye qualifiedness, wo ye qualified carer. I will be genuine. Be anywhere be affected. Unless wo koye ye busa say wo ba wo so awie legon. Na udua na ebusa say what is your name as matriculation. Eno no mbe hu say na wo kra no sa wo kra no. Certificate e kra wo nya wo dia. What you say? But so wo ye genuineness. Wo ye genuine CEO care and certificate at if everything is genuine, who main applicant you don't fear nothing. Enti wo no wa wo amane wo no onko. E wani kwan se wusuru wa wo amane wo no onko. Now we also move on. For lawyer pay extension the amount. Why? Efia beauty and come patch lawyer and Yamisha also. Lawyer number is 0208. Yes, me patch me by my memo lawyer number. What it? 0208 075 28 60. Me that's it. Why are they? I screenshot to. Eme. Efia beauty enko. Na main applicant ya wusura dey say there. Yes. Good afternoon. Me pacho yenko efia. Pacho busalo.
Me pacho say, oda me what 10-year route to the so. Dina me baso na 8 year. Me what benefits me kutan kwala tu. Pacho mpesa ka me invite me mama meet me ama a ono abe sponsor ono ane ho for 2 weeks.
Oh, lawyer say friend no. Me pacho lawyer say benefit ne kura gini nyina. Because so mama na abe sponsor no aba wo na abe man accommodation me boa. Wo baby te.
Me pacho ane.
Lawyer say friend. And lawyer say friend obe ya mama me within 3 days kura no aba. So oba dey obe ko dey. Wo ye sure.
Pacho obe ko. Pacho.
I will be to me inviting lawyer say friend why. Obe ne ta e the amount. Case upon. Case upon. Sapon wada. Okay. Emmanuel.
Hello, staff.
Yes. Emma.
Yeah, people too. Me di care ba yen company yedi ni eduma omuno sisi a omaji o ma honde na manya oba bi anka me pese me ne no ware ebetumi possible ana
I say wo muntwa wo visa nim.
Yeah.
Lawyer me pacho. Me pacho lawyer say friend obeye ne ene ya wanye ne ntem 60 days ni bebo. Na oba na wanya no wo ba wan fa yira ama.
David.
Oh, when you what did he build or application or relationship on the bid in a year? Why? Offer lawyer, or bad advice, me in idea or some year. Okay? Ken. So, a lawyer number. Oh, a lawyer number. What could baby any you?
Lawyer number at that way.
And yet, oh, could the call baby any ye? What could them when you so what it says, no money to one. Aha. What the comma will be fufrobia and now conanya ya meme frame. Emme conscience and a mabana, repairs and a dorsal. Ye young brand new tear robber. Aha. You can ya wine came. Can young call Major Summit of Papa. Yamiadum. Amen.
If you say Edma Sma or one or man with the Abwa mine, I'm not
me that say.
This is I don't know Ancasa.
Some more bounce so a monche, Montape, so Mujina so, Montape, more background gift, more fantasy, smoke to be do be at the man. Lion, Adami who so be at to be lion, nippany free, course, said, no, say, hey, you brother. Now, we should not tip a shoe or pay mobile Monchadie, Monyash, so aha, and a modiajamon crata. Some more ye do be at a modian, and no money, and share a poissy penny in any buffet. Yo, me patch a young call, mid of all.
Pacho masem tiawa na se. Ya mamre kwanso na ne obebi wa mari.
Pacho mi bo.
Na
traditional marriage oho.
Pacho han.
If you are married.
Ba no edika ukuru me anam. Nti ko ba se na me de me ofi. Nti oba banyam ebra na wono obi ayaware enkrata.
Into obanyem ye na wo Ghana no wa into oba Ghana na banyem ye na ase wo.
Oba Ghana.
En obanyem ye.
Ena oba wo akra no anti. Eno na chi ena me so nya akonya ena obi ye aware.
Anti wo no yire ne ba ye ena wo sister nso so wa ha. Ena wo sister nso mo obi enso so ware me bo wa.
Pacho sa be. Nti no ekoba asa no ena ba no baba ko esa pie mu kan na sisia no de yentem no atekoti ya na sa nti sisia no nkura no brafili aso usimi kwai se me minti ma me hwehwe
me pacho frɛ lawyer na nkura no hwe wo mo okay so bi osi pa kura de obenya kwa na ajiska ma mo
ebetumi ayi
dem send it to an account.
Oh, that's good. O man is can also ma won hwe nkura no.
Into no.
Said the India.
What they could see. I say me back on Pesu Bihumi. Debbie Bra. 999. Or chimpana, dear man, and Chenempana. And my name Hawaii. Sounds so chimby. Unyan chibi. Would you Christo Nipa and Yamisha Watte? So unyan chibi. And quatrain or Bebawate. Or you open one and I want to men quatrain. Enkose wo obeba na emumu no emma ne faculty hunahuna wola rather wo kura na betimi di kotie hunahuna no wona wo betimi ama ne nkrata na ekura no na sen wo power wo tumi eno na abana skip me tena ha kasa ema bi wo mo sister we dey yempe na asem o mpe ma asem wo yo ba wafo adwaman na ahye wo kra no ni padua ma na emoma bi a won so no ye bibi a enye dia I don't know me patro David
e dia David o kasa e bia na wo Ghana na wo twempe na mo be che wo
man for bad
e wo ye holy e na wo ware ye
me patro
oh bon se ma
yes
how many years
33 years and son over Ghana and son be no come me don't come first time
and to worry no o worry one no first a year o worry now
me first oba
and to no so no ye virgin
ono no de there
no a breaki ono de na highway no na mu
me ye ma se me me ntino me mpo bia
woni mu ye anti na wo po bi oni mu ye
wonu me ye no
na sasa de we ye wo koya ma me no papa mo mfa mo nto wo nkire wo enti nye woni enti wo no de na highway no na mo ntrika en de wo me se woni mu ye enti wo nya ma ne ho nto no what you say unsuso ni mo me se wo si mo ana no na here ye nkomra enti na bia
eno no nsada nya ne sanko ene samwa na ekwe wo de me fa so no je se me no wankasa edi nkomo na o se unu aba mu se wo ba niam ma fa mu no nyame na ehu mmobo
don't worry me did the abana asking pay ye wi a frɛ lawyer ne frɛ me wo ma no se wa wo pɛ wo mu abeje wo mu se wo pɛ wo mu a obeje wo ba me ntufu se kwaje wo mu wo ye be ma ye nya wo ho so that ubetimi akinya wo ho enti menkura ne ho ma me na emum
mi ya wankasa
ya mi ankasa ena mbebe wan frɛ me amre miska
eno kura no nyame anim ubebdi bre no e ba so ekura da wo sem say the second time me no mate wudin abana skin pair
mo a mo frɛ me se me fama council mra nyina no me fama mo nyina mo no ena me de bre mo nti mo frɛ me na meje o se no ati me din na den
na mate wudin anti no da wo sabre no se sabre na wo ka ho asem be se na otwemi ni ena me de hu se ma me no woni
abana skin pain woni nipa hwanwe aketekete bi ye ko beach last week na lawyer asresem Josephine baby a obi a me tu channel Millicent Radinshra Moate ye de 4 coaches ne ko beach no na abra me ba me be pack me kan na me jigum me mahet na me hye me wig nti nkofo hu mo ahume Omushe car no mo say na why na ye de same be pack car me si ba ye na me hage wo for. Mami bi say hey, abne skin pay. Hey, abne skin pay. Sa wo ya akra e na ase enfre wo grandma. And I'm saying, adan mo fu say me ya abrewa. Was hey, sa wo ya akra keto wo ya oh. And I'm say sister Pacho, enya me cassette ya me nya akra, menyini. Am tro hwe na mo ne susua. Me ma pomodden me ye padi. Was hey, sister Mami hu di onya me nyame nhira wate mami bi o mami bi oye enye wone another group bi ba no omko enye wo mo we di ono ye individual was sister mi hu die mi hu die sister bana nyame o se wo die ye nya wo so nipa miensa wo Ghanaian community na se Ghana for mo nya de enka mo so di na ma frɛ me sister bana be di die anti abana yehu ba die hu oba banku ni tilapia ba emo ba na ma chesema woda na mo pampame Ghana wo enye ne sada Ghana ni wabo no lawyer no kura akotena ba bi no adjoin nkofo no mo ye on se no nti na da bia na nyame atwatwa amoka yo so ati ase na nyame atwatwa amoka me nua ba ma se me ba wo ye me ba because me Ghana fo nyina ma me ye grandma ma me ne santi abna wo ba me nkase from grandma biun what ya dey na wo pese from grandma na me say yes because say wo me say there be wo me say wo be friend me sister me kan sam kire wo wuntie ba wo ne say me ye wo maame me ye wo nana me kan sam kire wo you listen wo betie eno so ampa eno so ampa abnes campaign me kasa wo na betie ena de meka na eye ho enye de obi beka ena adwuma me ye wo na ntimi nye lawyer me boa wo na obetimi aye wo ni wo bi ni ne yire jai me ba kwantu mu nsem beka e ma ware na eye wo ma me betumi aye wo ma me ntumi nye ntimi ye wo ma me ana me boa yes don't worry what they saying king ye wi afre me wo ba no be kwa kohwe wo mu me number ye 075 na wo se wudi fo a wo bra wudi fo a djuma mde be ba be di wa kwantu mu nsem no wo be no wo de o virgin so holy no hwa wona se me frɛ wo yire no na se wo yire ne nso so be ka de wo se wo ka na wudi fo a wo be ba won se mama me number ye 0750242279 and na wo bi di atoso no why ken ne kura wakoda na emom ye wi a onkoda ya number no ma me frem pom ade atoso ye wi afre me ba afre lawyer oba no wo be kwa akohwe wo ba na ye de oba no be hwe wo mo ye wo yire no pa wo kwa wo frɛ police o frɛ police ya police for ba wo se me yire nie wo ye me yire and you can prove so ye wo yire enti ono ne nkrata abebo no o man nkrata abebo no wo de ebebo wa emo umfa ho what ya say but ye Ghana for no ne ye mu ne ye pe enti wo say oba wo be free police am wo de menko for the sake of omaninti say ne be ya wo man nkrata ansen okay pacho wate say ne be ya wo man nkrata ansen yem famra kwan so say wo yire no wo sika yem famra kwan so na yen hwede wo obe wini eh pacho yeah oni nyame do wate nana na wo na ye holy samo emema ye wo memo mu ye holy he mi hu bi ache enti wo wani tete ho bra yi mi hu ntema ka me de o ma me ba bi ware me ba ma me se wa koto ware bra ya wo ye holy se wa break holy onye we na niti ati se pa se wa be ware no bra wo be bre Ghana nya wadi 20 or so was it 30 or 33 obwa ho bia wo so aka de na ken na nya adwuma me pa cho unkoi ko why na ya adwuma ma dia tum na ye nko seminary school Catholic school no Catholic school no ye Roman father why ade what I'm proud of him nana ye nko mama sene ye kwaje ne ba na ma no lawyer ne ba no what you say yeah nana jaja wo kra me hu se ye wanka me no wankasa Now we usika way one for me peg gift. What dear for me na mema busa. What I say, wo de other shona usika bebrebe. Wo na nana frempon sika. Northampton for MP. Overhampton say hinting for MP. Enti me na me ni bie e na me na me busa mo. Ha. Nana fa yenkwa yenyesa. Nana mesem me na me busa nye wakonta asem. Me ni joint account so me ye single account. Enti nye wakonta sika. Eye me na me busa lawyer me boa. E me bo bi tuo me se fam sika ma me. Aha. I said to no be abeto no TikTok we me TikTok tuo ma me na me minimal e kwa me ba so me kwa gote. Nana yenko.
That's it. Maybe I don't know who this gold worker that you buy. It's a more Zafi way, but I am here. When you're very careful.
Sound
application there for us, Monia Sana, Marco here more a skilled worker application.
Said the lawyer come.
The amount you as now the and no ya datching or bachelor. And then when you are datching deception because we are free about it.
Okay.
We see it 2 years we are Sama one life no. Who the who was yeah, because we not say who you know now our application out we two my withdraw. We start the cat size can in our back. Now the more up to ye. One year is now the free way the number key decision now when you see you is not the 2 straight or how about
me that's it. Oh, ayi COS mo technician onu ni o. Jennifer yenko. Jennifer sorry. Nana bye bye. Nana fasika ne bra. Jennifer yenko. Jennifer sorry. Jennifer koda. Okay. Hey, butterfly. Queen. Okay, butterfly Jennifer nai. Butterfly nyabutre. Jennifer. Butterfly wudi na yeden queen no atwra na se den. Ade ana ade butterfly na ina queen ya mo ntwro no de me hu en. Asa India. Jennifer yenko. Jennifer. Okay, butterfly yenko.
Mabra.
Yes, darling.
Pacho. Me mama good afternoon, ma.
Yes. Me pacho me hu ye. Me ba Jennifer me ba hwe enkofo na ye debate Jennifer me ba obi so wo 28 years ba ye wo virgin for wo he me wo akora bia akora no maame up to now wo maame ni mu say akora no 38 years o maame ni mu say lo ya akora na ye virgin so akora no ya burumu de woni ho nyina bi de okoburumu ba no be papa na no okoburumu ba no be papa na no o maame so no maame atwa fasting de ama no na akura yi hye debotimi ye fasting ya no afoa ye ganene tiseme enso akura yi koye beda nyina akoye beda o aye mu abortion nyina enso o maame nim se ne ba no 30 something years ko 40 years no maame nim se ne ba ne ye virgin ti mo amugina platform ne so amoku we si me ba ye se o ye virgin me ba ye so ye holy ba ye so ye holy yenko queen yenko.
Hello ma'am.
Queen yenko.
Pacho Jennifer ana.
Na se na queen na ekasa ho na ekasa Jenny yenko. Jennifer yenko.
Ma'am Pacho last week in me yom Pacho yom da say ma'am Pacho last week in me busa for me manage school seminar. Omo kita UU paper omo pese omo best school ho no. Na Pacho the lawyer number ma me na kam Pacho kam here ne WhatsApp number na ka me ne na kasam Pacho.
WhatsApp number ye 07 mpachocho 073
Penny.
Eh ya fe na akofre kakra Jenny queen yenkwai.
Hello Magna.
Yes.
Pacho, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Medo Papa.
Pacho, who ye there?
Nyami adom.
The radio say. Where them Pacho mpese me bisa question kakra se find out why.
Me pacho bisa.
Pacho, me the student dependent and a big room.
Uh-huh.
Enti me buy no me main applicant no. friend me or car say, come in money scam a car, I feel crown a maba minya week, you know, blocking.
No, so many scam for your day. Or fan third
or send me money scan school fees. And I make a Chinese say, me craft and I'm about many 3 days. I may be out to Cranam for J. To me can't sanana or block him a number. Ain't no mania contact on the review. Ain't me buy no, me for ye care juma. Ain't no me woman no. And your friend is saying, the order me buy no agents now order me buy and a friend me. I catch me say, well, who said ye try yen cracked? To a cancer. Now, Miss me or company no more than to me, manager Cassa and will say, how I messing on my ear, Juma, for just 3 months. Ain't in short, no most shame my one answer saying, yen in Tiamo mammy. In short, no, almost dear, almost ASUS, ma. Now, me dear, no. Almost mammy 5 years. I feel I may try 2 years. Now, me person me busa say concerning COS a school visa marriage na guy ne dia na walk and ma me requested by. The question is say me COS no. Man fa be me bia an to me dia ne so. Enti we dey say na me wo hu kwan say me divorce na say me
divorce so there was say we absolutely. And yes I will kwaji we indefinite na they will know. Omo be hu say wo ba no no obema ne ba enti ye divorce no. Never told.
No one said I say dependent, no. Me divorce.
And you depend, men can say dependent in your divorce. Obia to me a divorce. Name tie.
Okay.
A nipa tie. A nipa ba kun to me a divorce. E was some me na mo ye divorce no. But on say Ghana there, all things are possible. A nipa ti kubenya bi. Maybe are possible Ghana. Aha. A nipa ba kun to me nko nkojina nkase ma ye divorce aba. Ukose ukoko to say okwe divorce a court ne be twere wukunu na na wo yere no enti third party ne be ya awe say wo ye divorce ba on say Ghana de wo gina we wo a ye dependent obetimi akogya wo main applicant no aba na wa bring a copy of divorce no what you say the same thing na wonu main applicant ne so betimi akoye divorce na wa bring wo copy ba ye kromi ha de mummienu nyina wo sam gitum ba ko pese wo twema nso obeka to sa wade ne kura no misimi ni wunyai e wo kromi ha ba Ghana ntisa Ghana de wo bi atime kono akosan de aba enti wo ka kire wo connection man no de ba o ne wo ba ne say woni wo main applicant ne nkasa ema wo mu se wo nye divorce because e bia na e bi ono kura wa ye divorce dadada na divorce na ko crash mienu.
Okay,
what you say? Bia no no ye ono so afani we e de akoko mo office ko na divorce na ko crash mienu. Enti no woni ne nkasa oni connection man ne nkasa no ne nipa ne nkasa o ka so nye divorce wo betumi aye divorce no wa man copy. Why? Okay. Jennifer, number ne is 073 86 45 46 73 073 86 86 45 46 73 echa yenko
73 okay me that
echa ochre me hello yes darling pacho yenko
Good afternoon.
Me do for family also.
Yeah, that's a party what you my power here boy. Wait there then I come see me musa questions me near the COS maybe musa question na you me dia beto. Me di kuntum clean e buy me a main applicant. Na say me kuntum clean akwa na akwa ja me dia ba fikesi ma mo magia to. By now say me a main applicant me nya notification bia o jai me last year June. Ena misumi kunu ba ye na mawo me wo this year June but na me nya we say me kuntum clean jai me last month and was sending me message say we jai me am home office for adia to me so me fan to me file so enti me person me busa say me ba na mawo no home office be claim me am me kuntum
date na e wo wo divorce certificate ne so no sa date no na wa wo ba no
there be na eminya mo ho ka se me benyem
aha ntie ne sa akra ne nye o former husband ne ba
okay
eye be ma na wo di ne free Ghana aba ne na ne ba
okay
enti wo hwe se divorce no enyini che wo ba na
I divorce ne ye last year February and me would this year June
aha nti se ne akra ne ye be mpena na wo hu ne sisi ne ba
okay me that's it
na woni mpana na wo o free Ghana ba woni ni ba wo Ghana
me ne wo ma mienu
e wana problem be free dia ba no na chese wo mpana o be ma na wo ne wo Ghana no ono na waware foforo na wagya wade no asa akọware no good obeye bibia wo ne lawyers nkasa me nkasa fa bre me lawyer abetimi apɛ lawyer bia me pesa me kyerɛ sɛ wan kasa mentena senya application bi enye sa obese onioma because be ma na wo ne wo ma no Ghana na sese wo kromi ha na wo aware na ne be ma na jai na the same be ma na wo ne wo ma no wo san na wo ochre yenko na memra phone omo phone so mama hold my phone me patch omo fan yes darling me da for pamejo so mono na disika ka ho
ma bla we the fashion the first better me bisa lawyer me le wa hasi amena e defendant yeah, the skill worker never, the skill worker visa. See, 3 years that's my education, yeah, renewal. But or your next, or person that are hospital or NHS. And I'm just yeah, renewal in the no situation. Then it was so old one, so for an answer, indefinite time is one. This media, why indefinite.
Won't me find indefinite. Ubetimi dia ye de opeso de bia ba se munni su biom. Enti se wo yire no afree so a wo yire no switch e de free COS na amode bai ne so na wo no wo da so a obetumi ada so yenye wo hwe wo de be ye adwuma ye ntwa besem na emom indefinite drew ho a ye mfa ma wo untimi nyusu sa old one na wo yire na free so no fa nkwaji indefinite e wo se wo switch ko wo yire ne de ne so na de akwaji indefinite. Me pacho we fear o see adoption process me pacho friend lawyer that's the best lawyer obey adoption na ma me pacho friend no obekwa akofa aba ne free Ghana aba onua no nipa na apeso adopting no obeye e dia man why adoption process ye start here e be another journey ya pon me pacho wa phone so 2 course or more phone so na ya pon me pacho yenko
yeah ma pacho good afternoon
made of a good afternoon
na for my say we have a call
nine am yadum.
That's it. Really a quick one, Mr. Wo. Me could me indefinite one na me jawari dida. But because I'm indefinite na me share over be out no so they pay be na buy. No we travel in fear num 4 years now. Na we say now that's no. One more trap, one more we say dida. Na me busa say me ware na na so beda our rent class as well. Obetimi etwa afene de akwakoje ne indefinite anasa ajuku twa mfie num ni nyina ansa no mama de indefinite
lawyer me ba chobra COS aho won mfie num spouse visa ne so a obetimi etwa 1 year e was spouse visa na be kan COS no ha me indefinite amana na anasa wo so start be fresh.
Okay, enti wafam patrol say ebas indefinite leave requirements for skilled worker routes no. What the information required no is clearly different from on the marriage route. Until you cannot technically add these two kind of visas to qualify for indefinite. Sebanasa ebeha application no. Until the best thing in say obe to me enya another COS based on her type of job no. She can do that and then continue for the 5 years. No way to me I ILR no. But se obawo de no so and based on number of years no benya no eno na esesonya. But Sebana say later Abia or share other options then if she stays in the UK for a much longer period no ye to me share other options like long residence but yen to me makes him no.
Pusa say, do we have something called visa extension?
The visa extension in relation to what?
3 cons. The visa extension. Do we have something called visa extension? Me pacho lawyer say visa extension for the. Nana me pacho yenko.
Pacho se usually no I know say COS4 no. Omoka said there's visa extension, but based on Home Office rules or immigration rules, no, there's nothing like extension. Meaning say fee waiver to be able to buy. But what happens, let's say,
it's for visited visa. Me pacho visited visa any extension.
They be visitors visa no. Say it depends on the kind of visa now or the bad. Then in that light, there are different types of visitors visas. Then we may be able to look at it.
Visa corona ikura wono. Enti wo friend na wo mane who visited visa corona ikura wona. Eno betimi aka say yes, betimi ay extension. Ebia waba ukura visited visa waba be yare wa ha. Waba be yare e wa ha. Na yare no da hospital na wo visa no ewu a because of your medical grounds no betimi ay application amoma extend wo visa no bia waba yes e be your operation bi emergency operation you didn't aim for that enti no estimating time of your recovery no betimi ay extension e the amount wo ba be ye IVF wa ha bia wo ba ye the time on estimating time na you over betimi ay extension till it depends lawyer say depends betimi afre no na your last call na eko yenko or island. Ne Bible school na na say. Italy.
Oh, okay. Because I from the cousin said for more education the cry far better than
so what island there? I don't think so island in Quebec or Ireland and Coma.
The EU.
Oh no, EU. Okay. Me that's it. Okay. Yeah, that was trading and Ponyanko Pambasa Yadomas me patch will be any lawyer, Pauline and number. Ye, we, Mam was so meant to me and for money in an or to war tremor. Mofra will be man, come after receiving my indefinite leave to remain. How long should I wait to apply for British passport? Me patch we are Monfred lawyer, obey man, independent. So what they are any free gun and a buy ya, OG and I immediately ube to me, and now don't crack any free gun and a buyer. Would you indefinite immediately ube to me? I so you overstay and now what ha a yet 10 years now. Would you indefinite now? No 10 years so maybe I will parent through 10 years, sir. Would you indefinite in the following year? Ube to me at your British passport. And now say, we overstay and now we are warrior and a winner 5 years, sir. It was so indefinitely 5 years in this one. I was another 5 years if you emanate 10 years. And son, I wait to me indefinitely to remain. Me pacho lawyer number A 0208. Watch it up. 0208 075 2860. A 0208 075 2860. Me pacho mobile number A 073 86454673 073 86454673 me pacho ofre lawyer we ubetumi no atweke eyenkomo lawyer me pacho yeda se wase me twatwe na ho aye fe wo top ye fe baby a wotene so na ho ye kama background na ye kama lawyer Pauline me pacho wase ma obeka na ye free ye fidi kesi so nyame ya adoma lawyer next week so when am no be your program ye be kasa what they be doing come domestic abuse na ye be kasa ho ansa na ye dey aba kwantu mu ensem so no aba be kasa domestic abuse e bi ne nua be me virgin say holy so a ya abuse the holiness you what you say a man abuse me ma no gently no more abuse wo mo omudo mu holiness e abuse wo mo enti nyame ya adom a say next week me no na be ye dia enye me no na be ya definitely mecho wa kwantu mu nsem na kwantu mu nsem kra lawyer me juice ka sana ndo aba mpacho lawyer yen kokasa
Yo, it's here for in your nominee adofo. I said Damunina.
Ken, what's on? What dear was a was having your day?
And thank you so much, sir. And money arts for today's educational program. Yeah, hope kekene se nyame adom obia enya bibi kakra a obetumi akai na obetumi de aboa ne ho ana de beboa obia one ne ye adwuma ana ne busuani ana obia one ne wa sorry, just to be able to make sure say obia ne immigration problems no ebetumi aye kama. At the same time, no, at least obia ni mejuma ye se wo problem bi ampacho, just feel free to call. Sesia na ye be wie ene meeting. We be say obia be free inti mpacho. Na meka keke ne say obi to me afre sesia se won't say enka free much later. Definitely no ye be respond to will call say ebi abibin so wo ho ameka ye a manka ni ye no mpacho me bisa keke say mo de be cheme. Apart from this, no me advice me canon so say eba skilled workers no usually no it looks like for care workers no no nkofo p watry or more especially say or more license no so more revoke here. Nkofo ka say omo ye extension no omo ye fee waiver mpacho ye fee waiver because usually no fee waiver no it is usually relied on for family visas, but skilled worker no a work related visa meaning say wo ba hanom abebo ejuma enu nti na obenye sika de ahwe. So on that score no we have other options in which you share my clients say you are in such a situation, just feel free to give us a call so that we can assist you and provide the best way out for you. Edobia ase, thank you so much. Nyame adom say nyame maye another Wednesday na ye baby oma. When him say as usual, no, we'll be here to provide you educational information on immigration matters, latest updates, and so yedebema as usual. Yedobiase and wishing you a very lovely day. Bibia warrior no so make sure say you put your hands to good use and you be the best that you can be. Thank you. So for my mayor say that was a power for a next session. No, a janyamia dumti I was rano a dry from head to toe. You who told no mumbasi name say near was no ebeko femsa. Into Yedobiase. Thank you.
Okay, yeda lawyer Paulina say we enti ubetimi afre no na one no atwetwe enkomo yeda na se bebre mascot solicitors ubetimi akogugo mo acheke wo mo me pacho wo pe lawyer se kuku dem paade omo ye adwuma na hote abotre ne odomu efua na efia broni mechia wo pa mechia wo ko mo wa ubenya enkofo a omo bro mo wanse ne wakasa boko abotre lawyer Paulina kasa woni send your kasa lawyer Frank so ba no kasa so woni send your mo kasa boko abutiremu odomu entime patch of frɛ wo mo wo pese wo ko interview na wo pese omo ne won tena se na wo mo ne wonni nkomo prepare wo interview na wo kodi ma me patch of from 0208 075 2860 0208 075 2860. Lawyer made that sing me show. Na me count for the Raspra for no cash insurance at the amount. Say ma me papa Ghana for your insurance ye. Secure yourself and secure your family member. Abroach for the BI ye be free more. See what be see any be na ya no more bordering ye match. Me pacho Mr. At this time round I'm not asking pay me the papa ba. It is so many Jennifer Womo. Wo we are se baby na. Wotimi da Raspra insurance emo abusuan for wo Ghana na wa so ye bi ma ho £10 £5 de wo bia no da Raspra funeral cash insurance se bra na secure wo ho best deal door to door shippers and to mo nsafo no mesra wo ye nkra amakwan o call holidays na wo pedo to door shippers a omode wonua be ko se nyo be fa no sa pepepe ne be ko akududia best deal door to door shippers na efre wo no ntimi pacho frɛ wo mo na wo no mo eni ensa wo so best deal door to door shippers de me pacho ye from mo se menhia aha enti bomode a ne from mo zon money transfer Ghana for Mr. Mo ma yenso ade we mu na ye wate se Ghana ni de ade bedwa so na sa ade na eboa Ghana for mama yensom ye Zin money app me pacho obi amfa ne smartphone na ko o Play Store o Play Store bo Zin ZENZ ZENZ money app me pacho obetimi dia sendi sika dia ko Ghana one kasa so wo travel ko Ghana na sika wo ho no edoso a me pacho fafa Zin money app so eni giseme wo mo app ne so ne say wo bie app na mo beka se business or personal se wo disi wo yobi a wo didwa ekọ Ghana ana wo di sikapudu free Ghana ba ha ana wo di sikapudu free ha ekọ Ghana wo de ko baabi e bebusa ID check enyoma omutimi ho di sika no Zin money app de wo betimi akleke say e business wo betimi de up to £30,000 ene de afaso ye musa wo hwe eye personal eye up to £5,000 a day ena wo betimi aye eye akai say wo bebo promo code no ana referral code eye scheme paintan na odi atoso eye financial wisdom Ghana for me deal with the case be ewo Ghana Bra Francis nyame nshira Bra Francis me birthday me da wasewate nyame won nshira wo pa nyame nshira wo ne wo yire ka kire wo yire se me da na se bebre nyame on nshira mo financial wisdom bra yi waboa me pa a woguso a woboa me deal with the case be ewo Ghana obi akọ Ghana ene wakonya attack ewo Ghana na abra omo frɛ me nya akọ no owo nkrata na owo no recourse to public fund eda ne phone so eda ne nkrata ne so enti meaning say onya benefits attack na wakonya no oba eye hardly so be start adwuma for now wakoyare wo Ghana enti oba ontimi nya adwuma at the moment obetene fi achakakra benefit wise ewe oni dan ohan dan and our team enti so ohan dan no betua ka so our recourse to public fund ewe ne krata so a obe access benefit enti niema be easy dia ma no at this time there is no benefit time busa ne say insurance company ben and why insure yourself with was see mini bio and I'm so insurance and I also my many abundance campaign enra my spiritual father say familiarity because when you say nenkrata semu eye basa bibia no eye me nenkrata ekura ni nyina aye me de ma me hu no na nenkrata say esen and I was for penny bi ka kire ne say me baby wo krom ye friend abundance campaign only person betimi aboa ama won krata no watimi restore and it's true abra so for ne frɛ me from Ghana na so for ne ko Ghana or frɛ me ape and me se me nipa ne me hu me ada wo be hu me no within 5 minutes na ne krata no ma connect lawyers ya solve everything amicably since then anytime obekwa ko renew ne krata ni bia me and me bem enti no I know say owo oni access to public fund enti me busa ne say we na wo frɛ me ma abana da bio wo bia wodi abona scheme pen chi bia no me ade papa ba me ba be ka magana fo nyina ma ye bi insurance me ba me ka saying critical illness ebi na akoto no Ghana no critical illness income protection ene wo yare a sika ye de ma obosome wo adwumam no wo betimi aye insurance se me yare a the same sika na amon fama me every month ye de be ma wo betimi aye insurance se critical illness se na wo yare a wanya stroke wanya yare bia ye ntwia wo ka ombemme wuska ekopem tama wo beto it's all about insurance me pa wo cho wo hwe me na wutie mi a ye bi wate ye bi why ye insurance kitwa bi enso de wa ho de be so wona o ma nete wo betimi ye insurance ama wo ba e bia wo ba no akoti kokoniwa ana wo ba ne yare na okọ hospital a o insurance ne betua ne ka enti me pa cho free financial wisdom Bra Francis ɔyɛ Ghana ni ɔbɛkyerɛkyerɛ wo ni nyinaa mu ebi a wobɛka kyerɛ sɛ ma abana me wɔ insurance ɛwɔ ɛyɛ post office ana me wɔ insurance ɛwɔ ɛyɛ bank me pacho ebia post office insurance no ɔman kyerɛ wo mu ye bank insurance no ɔman kyerɛ wo mu ye enti me pacho o frɛ na ɔne obedi nsawoso na ɛkɔkɔ ye life insurance to abrabo so income protection na insurance no ɛyɛ different from daraspra ye wawu ni ama wo cash ana wo busuani bi awu ni ama wo cash daraspra so ye very good wo ye bi ma me wo papa bu nua no ba we ye wo ti ase no wo yare bibi ni ye bi ma wo ma ye bi ma wo yere ye bi ma wo kunu emema insurance ye na bra yi wo ho oye ade bi ama me wo Ghana ko ama me ba no oye wi a me ba beka da bia na me kasa wo ye ade afa wo kuromuni na waka me say no so aka me say na wati ase se bra yi bibia go through a me ba beka ade abra na aye e de akere mo enti me pa cho ne number o friend na o se bra Francis abena skin pain say yemra ma mu didi machi o ma abena unime uhia me a easy access abena skin pain me yala tani a kameba na maye say arrogant me kunkun na meba easy to get me no kebe very difficult ba ye nyina Ghana fonti no ma go me ho dia ma obia easy obefrɛ me 24/7 obenya me opeso ogu me a wo ba sorry a obenya me I mingle myself oba sorry a me ni obia ne na mu obia nya obia enti because of that no ofa me se me yetra me nyetra I am not tetra okwa amanie mu a na adu se ye se nipa mi di na chi mi ni mu no me pacho bra Francis enam beni o friend as me insurance bra ye bi ma me wate £10, £20, £15 bra ye bi ma me pacho ne number ye 078 3 47 5842 078 33 47 5842 me pacho watro 078 33 47 5842 or the Francis yeah Francis mami se wa mami friend poma ya na ni no numbers ne doso lawyer for ni we nti me pacho ya atro ni pani din wo mami why lawyer for obi so wa do ho wa da anadwo desum no obi afro se pacho bravo catering services ni Brago so was a madam will be after my skin pain on the brago de ofra no so se mabana and I just tell no be frame am se mo bebume money my skin pain bra me bre mo bebume just intimate pacho fryer for dino eto efa emame na me wo interview ba nipa no delay o maye intimate ba be pon me pa mo chew mesra mo ye program 7 days fasting and prayers Kenneth baby I will be a connect me by 2 program if you had a bra. Wow, share me a what platform used to be a me to me inside the floor. 7 days victory blast and the damage no. And on the damage no. Ma mo show TikTok no be hu. Me patcho ma mo show Facebook no so no. Edit a Facebook. 7 days victory blast. 7 days fasting and prayers. Ye shall see a Monday. Ena enra anopa 5 to 6 a.m. Yeba Facebook, any Zoom, any TikTok. Abena's campaign Facebook, TikTok, ubenya live. Yene Prophet Greg. Prophet Greg onye pictures ni mi enu edasuno. Prophet Greg ono na ebie ne seno was smile. Prophet Greg ne sefe white teeth, white nankasa ne sefe ewurade ti mint ono nie ena ne spiritual father Bishop elect Major Prophet Elisha Kebuaten enso ne da ho no ma mo show TikTok no enti no ye start Monday no every morning 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. ye ne Prophet Greg e wo Zoom e wo Facebook and TikTok. And number 5 bia na ye breaki ewo eye Facebook and TikTok. Eye Prophet Greg prophetic papa 1. What I say Prophet Greg into the nation. Eye Tuesday enra na ye redemption awenti kwa sorry. Enra heaven keys the earth. Se mu win se na wo soro bie. Enra mu win enra Prophet Greg ne spiritual papa and eye sorry. Ewurade ye ka wo sra obi say ya adwonwo ye ka wo sra obi say ye adwonwo ewurade adom Facebook fo de munya bi hwe enda ho monkohwe enra osuru bie na osuru kasai ewurade ya adom enra ne musra na ye too much enne ye nkwa sorry enna nopa na ye Facebook TikTok enumre 5 for pepepe woni prophetic Greg nhia ewo TikTok Abena campaign outreach TikTok FFA youth mienu Facebook Flames of Faith assemblies woni prophetic Greg entenase enenumre 5 to 6 echina nopa ahomache 5 to 6 Facebook TikTok enumre 5 echina yawo enumre 5 Facebook ne TikTok no Abena campaign ebeba FFA youth enso so ebeso Friday nyame yadomo na ye fasting and prayers no 5th day eno no enti ye cross over into another month August must obey August Flames of Faith ewurade what the Prophet Greg acheyen wodifo ne de wakasa wosuru enya adumaye ewurade na Prophet Greg adomuso de sedie ehye nkofo afonuma enti wono wontena semfa ne penye bibi da bi o manyame kasa kire no enti every month bia no eni edin a wodeba this month a month of July a month of satisfaction na ewurade de sedie ahye nkofo ano a month of satisfaction a month of completion a month of rest ode ahomegie atonkofo eso eye bosumi we say enti nyame ya adomo a August August must obey enkrata no will obey aware no will obey adwuma will obey adie biara will struggle will obey enti nyame ya adomo Friday yes 7 days fasting and prayers victory blast no Friday anopa Facebook and TikTok Friday enumere no so enumere no so ye nyina ye de ni kira sorry down ye nyina ye kwa asori down obia Friday no victory blast 7 days fasting and prayers Friday adie bibiara aye Jericho obia beka se ma bana what is the victory blast ma money Prophet Greg Shase Monday no it's all about yenhwe Israel for abra na omo Jericho na womo wo enkoasomu adie bie ni wa ne koye e wo Jericho ho edema womo na Jericho no aye wall bia ekuro bia etwa womo ho hia se wo pie free ekuro ni mu a memfa ne se Jericho Elephant and Castle anase Birmingham good Birmingham example na Birmingham no yetwa ho hia Jericho na etwa Birmingham ne ho hia na enkofo mo Jericho mo Birmingham no nyina no enyoma ye tough ade papa bie ni wa ewo Birmingham wo Birmingham a wunya adwuma nye wo Birmingham a wunya aware wo Birmingham a wuntimi ni dwa ekomo dew yare wuntimi nko hospital ade papa bie afiri wo ma ena wo nso so wuntimi mpie afiri Birmingham empie nko abonten ena wa pie afiri Birmingham nso so no wuntimi nwura Birmingham enti efa ne say barrier eda Birmingham enti migration ewo Birmingham wuntimi mpie ena wuntimi ma enti na enne papa bia ni wa na ewo eye Birmingham na bibia ni wa na ewo Birmingham enti dako ena wodifo onyame kasa kire na sofo se mon sorry waka na mon sorry na mon fa asofo any trumpet na mon sorry na monfa apamada kamo enkonko twa Jericho ehunhia emprenso na emprenso ni dua direction akwankyere no emprenso no eso a na wo maye bia enso so na Jericho ade bibiara enkoso omo won kwaso mu pa emprenso no eso a mum bro eye trumpet no na mu bro trumpet na Jericho afesio no ebe dwiri di agufom edwiri di gufom a obia ebetimi apie obia ebepie akofa na ware akofa na nimunyam akofa na nkrata akofa na awo akofa na dwuma akofa na sika akofa na yaresa eno na prophet say victory blast eno nti sa bre ya ye de 7 days asiku no ya wo Jericho ya wo ye Jericho mu sa bre eno ne akwankyere no kwasi adanyame ya domo a enti fiada ye bekwa sorry ye ko bompa ya breki asai ade bibiara aye Jericho e wo ya brabom e bia wo Jericho ya reho e bia wo Jericho ye wo hia ahokyere e ka bobregu nkukudie wo Jericho e ye yare bi obonefo de ato so e bia wo Jericho ye nua be mo be frɛ ye kinyi ne de oba wo e na e bia bibi nti oba na gya no nti aye Jericho aya adwendwene e da no so e bia wo de e ye awo enipa de awo sro ebusua wo firi mu no ne papa bi amfiri mu ma ebusua wo firi mu ye die nim nkunimu die nim yare e ne da mo so obu wa onya ne nkrata pe e no krashe ye obu wa enkrata ne kura no so nya dwuma nye ne Jericho eno no wo die ye promise and fail disappointment last minute doctor ne atwam me pa cho wo Jericho no enti ade bibiara wo battle in life abeye afesio wo sit down 20 years ne da no ntimi nsiwie ade bia wo de won sabe so bi enyeye wo ma brabo abeye Jericho eda wo so aso den obonefo de nsa kan wo ma obonefo de nsa kan wa ware aye Jericho me pa cho sister bra wo hwe me wona wunimu de wukom wona wunimu de wo benya I wish wona wunimu de bia you wish me pa cho eno na ye Jericho enti efia de nyame yadomo ye nyina enumere 7 ye nyina ye de ani be kire eye asori dan ho ye nyina ye de ani be kire asori dan ho efia da wo ba fa prayer request e fa bra efia da wo ba fa prayer request bra I'm coming a corporate anointing efia da enumere na ya cross over to the next month August must be enti eye memenda anopa eye 6 Saturday ye 6 memenda anopa ye be share e wo Facebook and TikTok 6 to 7 fako I'm coming 6 to 7 na you go and sit down. What do you want to eat? What? I'm coming. Na efiada e memenda enumere e 6 to 7 5 to 7 Facebook and TikTok kwasia denya me ya bodwa ene ye victory blast no kwasia da Prophet Greg o shene mantle atade ye shene yode da wen wo shene asofo tade the covenant ahana covenant ebem ne mantle we say me kai abra ye ko Israel otofi Israel na woje ne mantle no wo say no e wo say me ko weli wo me kai pa ye ko weli wo na oko weli wo o say brade me no ba benya apam on shene rough ada wo be say Prophet Greg a shene mantle e ya mo shene so mantle no wo mu different this mantle na wo dia ye flyer na e da so no o sha osuru bie no osuru pija enti kwasi ada ye dia 7 days fasting and prayers me ba na wie no Prophet Greg be leadi yen na ye twa ukura wo prayer request o Jericho ukura wo prayer request ye betcha asori na ne ho hia emprenso on the 7th time no ye be blow trumpets. Prophet Greg the 4th time of victory blast me na dance die unbearable enti ye twa asori na ne ho hia the 7th time no ye be blow trumpet no pa 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 na the victory aba e ho ne ye fa ye nkoso ye fa ye nimunyam ye fa ya ware ye fa ye dwumasem ye fa ya warepa ye fa ye glory, the glory of God kabod glory ewrade nimunyam na aboyen kwasi ade nyame ya doma be fa wonto ma papa efra kwasi ada wo be fa wa dance die kwasi ada enti kwasi ada me pacho me nkwaje adwuma kwasi ada nkwaje adwuma bra nkwaje adwuma kwasi ada utie sister utie kwasi ada me nkwaje adwuma fa wo mabra fa wo kunu bra fa wo yire bra wo ye single father fa bra kwasi ada victory blast heaven will kiss the earth kwasi ada ye fa pamada kano na ye didi prophet Greg echi na wasuru bepeja Sunday ye all white enye black eye all white because inkunimudie aba efiada Flames of Faith Assembly members ubi abeshe t-shirt ye beshe asori t-shirt no in FFA we manifest the will of God. Indeed, of course, we always manifest the will of God. Eye Flames of Faith Assemblies into Winibia me patch of Friday she would t-shirt bia we FFA member and your visitor. No, only members. Who need t-shirt nibia Friday she watadi bia brantem because be a coffee shop nintem open so break you fast and no wow obeba sandwiches or fruit or bibia or aduane bia oat everything ye true beba be can oat or systemless sandwiches salad a lot intimate pacho brantem oba wa be do t-shirt na wa she eni FFA your t-shirt ni sorry t-shirt ni purple yefe that's a new one new color any intino efatame I will wear purple any efe wo pa sorry Awurade abasada so Awurade musra eye adwuma Bible believing church kwasi da bia ye sha sorry aso 1 p.m. to 4:30 eye 1 p.m. to 4:30 ni apom ye pona pese wu prophet Greg a wo be hu no ba yen start asori a ma me hu no debi no be sha wo kuma be kasa ma asema be ka chiro no be sha me ko debi osoro de na ye adwuma obie na no kasa so adanse di akiri miracle central di akiri asem no ma ne tena ye mu na asem na kasa ye yefo enti me pa cho kwasi ada wo pa asori akobra Flames of Faith Assembly bate bra ne betwiro wo pa asori a ye busua odo ne ntiase eda ye mu a me pa cho bra Flames of Faith Assemblies enti mesro kwasi ada a victory blast enti kwasi ada mesra oba be we nam kwasi ada ye betoto nam what I say ye ko beach no semu hu Flames of Faith Assemblies eni ye ko beach a ye de coal pot Ghana coal pot ye be ka say coal pot ye de coal pot eko semu hu ye che fish ye grilling nam ye barbecue ye che bagere kwasi ada nyame ya domo Flames of Faith Sunday bia ye didi Sunday bia wo meet there bia me come say Flames of Faith se wo ba asori wo ho na wo mo obi pam free ho na wa wo nso so wo pam ho ye wan kasa wo pam ho free asori wa ba bia ni wa wo kwa ni beje asori bia ni wo be continue because wo pa asori a ye busunya wo ba wo to you feel at home there in Flames of Faith Assembly kwasi ada nyame ya adom a what you say kwasi ada enyame ya adom a oye true kitchens ebe ye adwuma Sunday we say ye toto nam because ye victory kunim diaba ye de barbecue stand ni besi wo ye toto fish ye toto chicken ye bewe bayere kwasi ada eni ameko Ewurade Nyankopon ye wi a ye victory blast ni wia ye wo park e wo ho asori wo na park wo ho ye playing ground obi ade nani be hwe ho kodidi konne kodidi kwasi ana nyame ya adoma because ye di kunu ye wia ye victory blast ni bie ni e ko asori ya ye nyine de ani be kire park ni so me pa cho wo pese wo ba flames of faith assemblies ni baby some wo pese wo ne ye ba so me wona adoma skin pain me wo me sraw kwasi ade bia ye hia 1 p.m. to 1 p.m. to 4:30 every week. You share twice in the week. Tuesdays and Sunday. Tuesdays no, number 7 to 10:30 and grandma pine. Into me patch over for mobra and for woman shifi. Kwasia de bia we are 1 p.m. when you digest woman wa when you digest me patch 1 p.m. kwasia da ekopem 4:30 obi bebusa se ma abna ma sorry no ewo he ye wo flames ye wo Elephant and Castle ewo nye yira kwan Elephant and Castle ewo South London me pacho ofa bus Northern Line Bikalu Line eba o fa bus for train ebra Elephant and Castle udru Elephant and Castle la busa krakete se me pe Keddington Underground Keddington Underground Elephant and Castle ebom just walking distance. So when you be a 190 slower 10 minutes walk from Elephant and Castle to Keddington Underground. And I be Fabasia 2 stop, that's 2 minutes. Fabas from Elephant ABC or Keddington Underground. Basa will be fire 133-334-415-155-196. We see what Keddington Underground are. When you muntin so, ube who cost kata and our off license. Me ba chocha kweni mo bla off license wo. For off license dan anim tin, we immediate turn left. We immediate turn left. O turning left na no. Ube who say small park, a praying ground park. A gate dano, Bora Park ne so. A sorry hall no esiba. Wo bana wo drive wa. Me pacho number 1 Opal Street Paddlers Acre Hall London Keddington postcode no ehu hia metro XE11 4HZ XE11 4HZ Eradi Shraw ene numere mehu wo TikTok ebo 5 for pepe oni Prophet Greg entina se ene wo beje won krata de amount en krata na koka ho professor beje de amount yenua be ma na wo yire he me se wo yire wo ba woni Prophet Greg mompu nimpu wo difo ne de wo ka asama wo soro nya adwuma yo osoro esom no nya adwuma ye enti ene number 5 hia no wo TikTok Abana's campaign outreach TV minimum how minimum mane wo soro bie a wanyam me se me mene wa o en kada bia me ba me pese Prophet Greg bebo midin obo wudi a obo wudi kura ka asem kura wo soro bie no so nya adwuma ye ena mo a okasa receive it wo say I receive it wakasa Awurade shall say I receive it wakasa wo benya wo say I receive it with good faith because I know we say I know we timi domia sa na anu we say timi hira and I just any ordinary tongue onye ordinary person or ye odifo Awurade apawo no Awurade nam ne so ye adwumom Awurade bi no onyem 3 weeks ago oba sorry na Prophet Gregebompaye wo kono oba na ye jeje offering lady ne ba beto offering na Prophet Greg ka chen se wo obewu afa ho afa ba na se wo ewda bukuada Awurade be hira ekwan kese bebie eye da eye Wednesday sana doctors aka kire rabane so obewu fiada efiada 83 weeks no ye pon sorry na prophet me ye bompaye ma no se wo Wednesday mi hu Wednesday eda wo ye funu so wo eda efenu kwada ekwan ye bebie di ama no prophet me ye bompaye ma no obi akoye the following week ye ba sorry Tuesday mpaibo redemption hour and a Prophet Greg is say wo Wednesday na be wo Wednesday o say obe me wo fiada and a daddy say so wo fiada doctor said the amount but so wo die your friend Wednesday wo adia ekunipa mu enipa extra gunya ni kuromi ha no obenya ni free odifo ne de wo kasa wo so ye adwuma ye ka wo sere obi say ya adwongo hwe ye wo odifo a woni awurade wa apamo I'm telling you na awurabai awo kan no awo kan ni fiada okoye ne say awo kan ko efiada mo so ma hyesa metam aso omo se ko awo kan ko ne bra okoye eno kwasiada eno mo je ne to ifiara wanwo memenda wanwo ena kwasiada wo koye omo je ne to eno mo se ye monitor ntete ho na chese wa you bediu ntete ho eno mo se okay eno woda ho o Fred wada eno se ma bana me wa awaka me so me ngoi nam sana da bene wo so o zema me tam na twam nam so be Wednesday wo de hwe that is some be wo kuada o zema bana me tam na twam ma you bediu atwam nam so be Wednesday nyame be suo waso de Fred daddy eno Fred Prophet Greg o Fred Prophet Greg na Prophet Greg sire na Prophet Greg is my bompa yama enne ye bompa ye prophet say let your will enne ye mpaye nyina obi a wo ye fasting ni bibia 12 abo wo bompa ya let your will one abo wo bompa ya let your will ten bia be wo be bompa bia say rade ma wo pen na nye konye me pe Prophet Greg wo nyame ehira no me se na num asem pi obeka bia ni prayer point o de beba let your will be done enkrata asem no wo wa ho ntumi nye lawyer ayeko ewrade let your will be done ya free we interview ewrade abraham ikwe let your will be done a court case ewrade let your will be done wo koye blood test wo yam hihye wo ewrade let your will be done period and one no na ewrabe free prophet eyedwada prophet bompa man na prophet senyame epe enenye wo let your will be done ba me die nyame ne me kasa so be wo da wukwada ba wo be wo bema ena prophet bisa ne say doctors ne so be wo die na ge na sere o se da me wo bema na prophet say yes wo be wo bema nyame ene wontena ewraden kam na prophet katelo ge ne say ma bana no asan fa ma bana that empire no bo ma make it wabi ena so be wo wukwada wo die ye e benada ye kwa sorry ena mbusa ne sister te wo ne sister ba me when the sister no kwa mu na che oba Tuesday prayers redemption hour ne sister ne ba na so sister way ena o se ma ba na me ba sorry no so da so hospital ho ena me so okay mate enti ye po sorry be 10:30 11 12 mu no ena me friend ne sister na so to sister nka biko ye nyina ye monitor ena o se ma ba na me friend sorry ba me friend no said me ko theater na me say let your will be done let your will be done oh kwada oh yes oh bema the same person ya and my sister ba sorry the sister ne ma sorry no ba sorry Tuesday na the sister ne ba ni e share grace ye pon enti abie do no ogina do na prophet Greg say obi afa won sato wo he lady come and was me who's the police about fie na police be wo fie no omo buy because of unia enti omo buy because of unia na police na me hu omo no me hu police and immigration but any panenti a wo mo ba wo fie ho no e be ba be affecting kofo bebre wo fie ho mo ye nipa senate ho enti wo kofie tu omo mo ti fie ho nefo but die me hu no mo me nsori me mo mpaye ye bompa ya ma sister no and that is ade ne besi na sansi ya bompa ye nti esia nyame betwitwaje nipa no and that me ye bompa ye exactly a week na ye Tuesday redemption hour na what Jesus ada na prophecy ne ba ye na no ewurabe ya wanyim ya wa we ya no oye adwuma wo force almost let bills force na wakwa adwuma oye adwuma ewo warehouse wose wo mo wo dem wo eno mo te se wo bi di mirika edi mirika free warehouse car park wo e ba no tie mu say kotifo enti wo di mirika ewura ho no na wo mo nso mo betu mirika edi mirika ekọ ba omo realize ye boy ni bowura dem wona kotifo no bia ye na age so make move no immigration police aye dan na ho nyina etwa warehouse someone in warehouse esoso ankasa wo say map na wo beka se abo bituo na police for any immigration for nyina a storm ho omo twa ko baby ya hia eno mu bowura warehouse no so warehouse no wo mu table obi a wo table la all sort out e wo force no ho ono nanim wo wura mu a door no wo wura warehouse a o se ni table na ye first enti migration ni police fo ni nyina no ejina wo no ni table ho enti wo table a no ma for say come here wura office we no ma for wura ha ojina ho eno de wasi ni terrace no se rade Prophet Greg nyame na wo se ni sister ba fie ena sister e from mo fie onyina eno se na me kwa sorry say na Prophet Greg ka na Prophet Greg nso de na asem ye joke with it enti mo nyina monye careful ena wo no lady na wa wo ni sister dan na ni ko no se wo efri se wo ba abrochire wo ni nkrata wo wia train wo wia bus you train wo wia onu de train wa wia train saa kopem ne wo wia train Prophet Greg is a police na minim say ye wo police ye wo train na wo wia no enti jai get ne say onim say ye train na enti say week ni wa wia train wo twani train saa enti was police for immigration for ne bai wo gina ni force nanim ene was brade Prophet Greg nyame prof osubu gina ho obi a wo gina ne next a wo no free Ghana aba onya adwuma ho obefa force oba befa force ono ye che no wo gina ho ye musa ne we ye musa ne se wudin de sen ehe na wo free ba ye enkrata be na de ye adwuma enipa ye so a wo mo empome saada no wo mo a omudi immigration bill ye ja wo mo a omudo immigration bill sende me enkwano no mo ye 7 no a wo mo pay lawyers no mo ye 7 ye musa get nothing because why na prophecy has been already been made and the prayers has already been made empire akoso entie na number 5 ewo eye TikTok Facebook share Prophet Greg TikTok ya bonus campaign ahia wo be share no ha na another TikTok ye Flames of Faith FFA Youth Facebook na apesa wo ba ye Flames of Faith Assemblies me chia wo enyarade nhira wa wo pe me number no 075024227999 075024227999 0750 075024227999 erade won nhira erade nyokese mo fasting no monye wa wonye fasting no fa wo hu ehyemu bi na eye fasting no ebi na any wall of Jericho edawa brabos ebe breaki erade nyamokese medam asemo mabai pa chomo nyim free so.
Peace of mind guaranteed. Get your peace of mind today. Visit diasporainsurance.com. Leave your family with love and dignity, not financial burden. At Diaspora Insurance, no medical checks are needed. Guaranteed acceptance. Cover yourself and loved ones globally for diasporans and family back home. We offer immediate cash payout within 24 hours. Choose how you're remembered with our flexible cover, burial, repatriation, or cremation. Protect yourself and family, peace of mind guaranteed. Get your peace of mind today. Visit diasporainsurance.com.